Well, those guys are late, so we're going to take this thing over. Mary, look at where we are. Can you believe it?
CANCAST podcast takeover.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm not really that nervous. I think I'll be okay today. What about you?
Well, we all know how I feel. Kyle probably wants to kill me because I bailed probably about 18 times in 2 weeks, but we're here and we're going to do it. We're going to rock it for sure.
It's just going to be like how we always talk, you know?
We're on our couch.
Just forget those lights that are shining in your face and those 3 cameras. We just got to just shoot the shit. I've never done a podcast before in my life, and here I am hosting one, so this is pretty awesome.
I know. Glad we're doing it together.
Yeah. So, Mary, rule number 1 is we're not allowed to swear. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got that under control, for sure.
If Kyle tries to walk in the door, you got to make sure not to let him in.
No boys allowed for this one. It's a takeover, so.
Podcast takeover. So CANCAST is like some kind of a legend from where I'm from.
I heard it's going to be the biggest show around. Well, obviously we'll make an appearance.
I think I might show up for a little bit. I mean, I think last year it took place during one of the sportsman shows or something like that, and people were talking about it like there was a lineup around the building, like it was insane. So, and I didn't get a chance to come. So this year I'm really excited.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be a good one.
Are you working the show, or what are you going to be doing?
So I am working the show at the Daiwa booth and then doing some photos as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, and you? What will you be up to over there?
I don't know. They still haven't asked me to do anything, so we'll see how it goes.
We might take over that show as well.
Yeah, sorry, Kyle. So you're going to photograph the show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard there's going to be amazing vendors, so got to get them all captured and get photos taken. And
well, Kyle's been talking about it like nonstop.
Yeah.
He's been pumping up the show pretty hard, so he's got a lot to live up to for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a good one. So how was your ice fishing season?
You know, I feel like an imposter a little bit because I didn't go ice fishing once this year. I got a brand new auger. I got all this stuff, and I only went once. I went to Nipissing. Oh yeah, we went together. Yeah, we went together, but that's not real. That's not like real ice fishing. Yeah.
No, that was my kind of ice fishing. Warm hut, sleepover.
Oh yeah, you hate ice fishing. Yeah.
I don't hate it. I'm just not as into it as open water boat fishing. Like there's something about like staring at a hole for 8 hours straight that's just not entertaining for me.
Yeah, but once we go out there, like for real.
Sure. Yeah, I don't hate it. I mean, my parents live on the Bay Quinte. I've been out there. It's just not.
Oh, you're so lucky.
Yeah. Well, I know people are like, "Why you're on Bay Quinte?" But
yeah,
I mean, we got out there, but
can you walk right out from the cottage?
No, there's a current, like from my cottage, so we have to drive around to a farm and park there and go out. But yeah, we'll go out for sure.
God, you're a good friend to have.
Yeah, well, we didn't get a chance to go out, but the ice was a little bit sketchy this year, so yeah, I understand like how you didn't get out too much.
Yeah, that's part of it. The ice was not very good for most of the year.
Yeah, that's what I keep hearing. So Brad and I went out ice fishing on Saturday, and the next day we're in a boat open water fishing. So that's
what?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah,
I remember
pretty
that.
crazy.
Wasn't that in January or
February? Family Day weekend.
Holy cow!
Yeah.
And what were you doing? Jigging or trolling or what?
Jigging. Yeah.
For lake trout?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, it was crazy because we were literally jigging for lake trout, and 100 yards away there was a hut on ice, like ice fishing. So it was just crazy, but yeah, it was a good time. Yeah.
Did you take any video of that?
No.
Oh my
just
God.
Just all the fishing.
That's insane. I loved ice fishing is the only way I think pretty much I catch lake trout.
Yeah, you and the girls love ice fishing. You're dedicated.
That's because it's so fun, and like I have a boat now, but before I had a boat, it was the only way that you can really get out there in certain depths and everything.
Yeah, for sure.
So. And it's so fun, like to sit there and be camping, like you're essentially camping on the ice, right? And you can cook food, you have your heater going. Like I'm warmer there than I am doing like any other kind of fishing.
Yeah.
And then the whole fish finder aspect of it, like once I got a graph and I was...
Well, yeah, we started without a graph, and I was like, this is terrible.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Maybe bring a couple drinks, Yeah.
And then so you guys are using the graph on Nipissing and stuff.
For a few years now, but definitely made it more exciting, but definitely still the open water.
I was 5 minutes late one time.
You're fired.
One time. And I walk into this. It was, you guys hit the record button.
Where were you getting your chin waxed?
So that was the creep in the corner walking watching us.
Hey, leave my mustache out of this. Everybody just calm down. I want to talk about. I was late for 5.
Whoa,
where were you? Wait, where were you
talk
two?
about your mustache.
No, why would you let them take over? No one even knows who they are yet, and you just let them take the show over without even consulting. I don't even know if Woody was in on this, and I come here. And there's 2 girls. One of them sitting in my seat, right? And I'm like, what is going on?
I don't know what you want from us, man. When 2 pretty girls walk in the room and they want something together.
We were just giving what the audience asked for. They wanted some girls on, so we filled it.
Well, you know what? I thought you did a pretty good job. So thank you for filling in for me because I didn't show up on time.
You're welcome.
I've been bad for that lately. Actually, I'm actually the most punctual person you'll ever meet. But I apologize for anybody that I was slow on an email to for the show.
Oh, you're a really busy guy with a mustache.
Leave my mustache out of this.
I'm not leaving that mustache out. Nothing for the whole show.
The whole show, yeah.
It makes the dimples shine.
Have you seen that thing?
I know.
I have by mistake. It wasn't supposed to be like this. We had an accident this week. So anyways, I went into Peterborough Pro Tackle yesterday, okay?
With that mustache.
Yeah. And the first thing, I'm going in there and I'm like all business like. We got to talk about the show and do stuff. And Ashton, he sits there and he starts chirping me the moment I walk in. Hey, Kyle, did you ride your horse here? And I'm like, what is he? I'm like, what is he talking about? And I'm not putting 2 and 2 together, right?
That's
and
not
then
a horse
I'm like,
stash.
I look
That's a
down.
white van
Yeah.
stash.
And I look down and I'm like,
No windows.
yeah. And I look down, I'm like, am I wearing my cowboy boots? Like, what's going on? And I'm like, no, and I still not catch it on. He keeps going. And then Warren comes out of the back and he starts laughing at me. I'm like, what is wrong with you guys? Now, no word of a lie. There is a middle-aged lady in the store getting rang out at Peterborough Pro Tackle. And she looks at me. I've never met this lady in my life. And she looks at me. She goes, should I hide my daughter in the van? No word of a lie. Ashton was there. He witnessed the whole thing. And I'm like, whoa. I'm like, we're best friends now. That was awesome. And she was like, it was great. So let's leave the mustache out of it. I'll have my full beard back by the show. We got 18 days.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, I was going to say.
We are going to hold you down the night before and shave
Yeah.
you.
You want me to rock a mustache at the show?
I think it looks great.
Fine, done deal.
I don't think you should hide those dimples, man.
Buddy,
Look at them.
I'm like a guiding light to you guys. Come on. But in all seriousness, we got a huge podcast coming up tonight.
We do.
First ever, I don't even know the proper term without getting in trouble. Do you prefer women or female? Or how do we do this?
Her, his.
Oh,
First F-bomb. Beep, beep, beep. You guys did. In all seriousness, we have 2 awesome guests tonight. 2 female anglers that I've got to become friends with the last little bit. Introduced them to you guys tonight for the first time. Sean, why didn't you see Diana at the show on Sunday in Toronto?
I did. On Sunday? On Sunday?
So, and all
Because there was no bail money in the budget, Kyle.
I will say this on the air. I woke up and there was a text message from you and a missed call at 3:30 in the morning saying I need bail money. And my phone was on silent and I was genuinely worried because I'm like, I let my buddy hung him out to dry. And I was calling everywhere looking for you. You made it home safe. You're in your room. You're good. But my point being is that I thought I would have bailed you out. I want you to know that I would have bailed you out.
Yeah?
I would have.
I
one day.
know somebody who didn't bail me out.
Dude. I'm sorry, buddy.
Yeah?
I should need a little more to the story.
No, these stories don't happen on the air. But back to,
That's for after
it's
the
a good
podcast.
story.
there's
Hey, if you want to know the story, come to the social the night before.
Yeah.
and we'll repeat it.
Eh? No, because I'm going to have my own hotel room key.
Okay.
Oh, you're that guy that they were talking about.
Yeah, that guy.
I'm that guy.
Yeah. Was I not generally worried about him?
We all were.
Yeah.
Dude, I
So,
drove to your house.
Why? What happened that night?
Don't worry about it. We'll talk about it later. So
He didn't freeze to death, apparently.
It was a precursor to a social.
let's back up. Let's back up to our guest here. Big announcement. We're dropping it right now. Official show MC, Master of Ceremonies, Diana Danger is joining us. So Diana is going to be the one running around the microphone, talking to all the vendors, talking to all you fans in line, meeting everybody. She's going to have a ton of stuff on her plate that day. You're going to do a great job at it.
I gotta tell you, I feel like I was born to work trade shows.
Really?
Yeah.
I know. I met her and I was looking for an MC, right? And there was a few names in the mix, and me and Woody threw a few back and forth and whatnot. And then I met Diana at the Toronto show. And right away I'm like, that's it. She's the one.
What was it?
And I asked a couple people, and I'm like, I need someone like her that was mouthy. Talk about it, right?
That has a ton of words and not afraid to use them.
Yeah, exactly. So awesome to have you on. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you. Thank you for asking me.
Yeah,
I was so,
I think you lucked out with her.
Lucked out for her. And then we have Mary Thorn tonight. Absolute hammer when it comes to fish. You and Brad are insane.
Yes.
So we wanted to get some women on here, and Mary's going to be our official show photographer. So Mary is a very successful photographer in her day job, and she made me look really good in my family photos.
Can you make Mark look good?
Add a little muscle.
Yeah. All right, come on now. I'm working on it.
So if you guys see either of them walking around the show, if Mary's got a camera pointed at you, smile. If you see Diana and her social media people following you around, smile. They're two people that you're going to want to be in front of. They're going to get you some great exposure. And I want to say thanks for coming in tonight. I know it's a bit of a tour for you guys, but I think we're going to have some fun.
No, thanks for having us.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I'm having a blast already.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
you forgot
for
to mention, not only are me and Mary female anglers, which I prefer just to be called a fisherman, to be honest. But
See, that's the question. That was on my list. Like, how do we word this?
yeah, no, I'm a fisherman. Like the way what I always say is like, I'm a human. I'm a fisherman. Like being a
woman.
Saying
Like,
woman
I
is
get
kind
it.
of sexist to me, and I'm not a feminist either. But I just feel like I'm just a fisherman.
Yeah.
So.
Do you prefer the word? This is for everybody. Do you prefer the word fisherman over angler?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I fish.
Yeah.
you're just a fisherman.
I fish. I'm not. I don't say that I'm a fisherman. I fish. That's what I tell people. What do you do? I fish.
I like that Woo Tungsten hat.
Yeah, you like
They're coming
that?
to the show. I'm like,
Yeah, they are.
So what do you, Mark? You like angler or fisherman?
I don't care.
I think you do. Though.
Yeah, I don't
He,
really care.
he doesn't
Yeah.
catch them, so.
Yeah. Fisher guy.
Netman.
Fisher dude.
I got it.
Yeah.
Net guy.
I got it. Netman.
That man.
Netman. See, I told you. We need.
See, they know.
They're mouthy. It's perfect.
Right.
Okay. So I'll getting back to a little bit. We have to have a little bit of a serious conversation, like, just a little bit. Then we'll
For
get
sure.
into some fun stuff.
For sure.
Okay.
Not with that mustache, bud.
Yeah.
Ain't happening.
You want
Can't take you seriously with that mustache.
You want a mustache, right?
I'll, 25 cents.
Okay. All right. Look.
Haven't you heard of inflation? That's way too cheap. You gotta up your price.
I'm thinking quantity over quality. Right? We can get a lineup.
I think it looks like got the scruff. Like, come on.
So why did you just decide this? Like, you just thought,
Don't worry about it.
You just woke up one
Don't
day
worry
and you're
about
like,
I mean,
Did you
Amber's
lose a bet?
talking. I know. I did it. I did the Movember thing, and I was kind of liking it. Right?
dude, it's March. That's all you got.
Right?
You're
And then-
way off.
And then I was like trimming out my beard, and I put a big bald spot in. I'm like,
that's
well,
exactly what
here
I was
we
gonna
go.
guess. Yeah.
Right? And then I was just gonna shave it right off. But when I shave right down, I look like a real, you know what? And then I'm like, all right, well, I'm just gonna leave it. And I came down the stairs, and my daughter's like, Dad, what happened to your face? And I'm
Dad,
just-
is that you?
So yeah, Dad, is that you, Mom? There's a guy in our house.
And he's got candy.
And Leanne doesn't give a crap about anything. She's like, whatever, right? Like, I don't care what you do,
Yeah.
right? I'm just happy she looked at me. Like,
So the
I'm
mustache
just
is
kidding.
the less creepy version
No,
of
I'm
what
kidding.
you
I actually think Leanne likes it. So like, whatever. If she's happy, I'm happy.
So she's already had a mustache ride.
That's none of your business. You know, I talk about my wife on
I think
the
that's a different podcast.
Right? Maybe 25 cents might be too cheap.
Hey, don't talk about my wife on the podcast. Like,
All right.
right? Diana, how did you get into fishing?
I guess, like, honestly, I was bored at home. I remember it was like the summertime and I golf a little bit and stuff, but I remember I was just bored and I had an old fishing rod in my garage and I lived in Ajax Pickering at the time. So I just took my rod down to Frenchman's Bay and started fishing for bass. And at the time, compared to golf, I thought, fishing is so cheap, like, compared to golf, right? Until
wow.
Yeah. Until I lost my first like $15 frog in the tree, right?
Yeah.
So I just started fishing for bass, and then that was fun. And then I joined these online forums. So before social media, there was these forums, right? And so all these guys were talking about steelhead, right? You know what steelhead are, right?
Yeah. Why don't you tell us?
Do they have mustaches?
Buddy, that's a catfish. Oh, that was a good one. Admit it. That was good.
That was pretty
That
good.
was
Bad. That was
comeback.
bad.
Yeah. So you've been steelhead.
So I was on these online forums and all these guys were talking about steelhead and I just didn't understand what the big deal was. And then one time I actually went to the creek and I started steelhead fishing, and I was just hooked after that.
So did you have like a mentor or anybody, or you just started figuring it out on your own?
One guy from the forum actually offered to take me out because when I first started, I had no idea what I was doing. And I used to go to tackle shops, and they would, I don't know if you guys remember Tight Lines in Pickering. But yeah, so that guy helped me out a little bit, gave me some advice, but I still didn't understand until this one guy offered to take me out. And it was like, I don't know what I was thinking, meeting some guy from the internet, but... Yeah, he took me out and I caught my first steelhead and I was just freaking hooked.
I like that line right there. What did you say? I don't know what I was thinking meeting somebody from the internet. Now it's how 90% of people meet their significant other. So
that's how me and Mary met.
Right?
You know?
It's crazy. And that's so like, but back then that's like, oh, some guy on the internet, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't know.
Well, we didn't even have pictures at that time.
Like you're talking about meeting a guy on the internet and then you're all making fun of me for looking like I drive a van with windows. Right? Yeah. No pictures at that time.
I thought he was like an older gentleman and he turned out to be like, you know, a younger dude. And but it was totally fine. He took me out and I caught my first couple steelhead and I've just been hooked ever since.
And that's no discredit to that guy. Just so you know, like it's awesome for people to teach other anglers.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's like we've all done it. Like, hey, come out in the boat, whatever, right? And that's a great way. So good on him. That's awesome. Now look what he's done.
Yeah, but if I wasn't a chick, would he have invited me out?
100%.
Right?
Yeah, there's a lot of guys that would take anybody out.
Yeah.
For sure. So so you found fishing a little bit later on in life then, a lot like I did.
Mm-hmm. Oh, really? I didn't know that about you.
Yeah. So I fished at the cottage.
You're still looking, bud.
Buddy. All right. That's it. You know what? We're gonna have a CANCAST tournament. Me versus you two.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll bring my boat.
I'll bring my net.
Yeah. So, Mary, your turn. How'd you get into fishing?
So I always grew up on the water. My parents had a cottage always, like since we're day high. So up in Halliburton area. So we're always going out in a tin boat.
Tin boat
I know.
championship.
I know. I was afraid to say that because I wasn't sure what was going to happen.
We got lots of tin boat stuff coming this year. Yeah.
So we would just go out in tin boat, like bobber or worm or whatever. And then eventually about 15, 20 years ago, my parents also bought on the Bay Quinte right on the water. So I've been fishing there. And my first partner, we would fish all the time together. And he wasn't putting me on big fish, so I divorced him and married
here's the
Brad
thing.
Thorn.
After meeting you and Brad, I actually believe that. You probably divorced someone that could catch bigger fish. Because you guys hammer fish.
Yeah.
So I'll back up how I met Mary and Brad. So we were looking to round out the Prostaff team a little bit at Daiwa. We had a lot of bass guys, right? Me and Warren were always talking. We got to round this out a little bit more.
Well, I didn't even know you worked for Daiwa at the time. No. We kind of first met on
No,
Instagram.
100%. Yeah, I was the creepy guy with the mustache.
Yeah.
So,
There you were.
And so I started following Brad and Mary, and I don't know how. I found you. And you guys are nuts. First off, I actually asked them if they had jobs, because all they do is fish. They do. They're very well employed. They do well. And you guys catch everything. Like, you're multi-species anglers. So if you go through like Mary and Brad's profile, every kind of fish imaginable, they are catching. And it's awesome.
Yeah.
And I love it. And that was a lot like you too, Diana. Like, you fish for everything.
Now I do, yeah.
Right? Now. So
Yeah.
And then when I approached Brad and Mary about joining Team Daiwa, and you know, they were awesome in it. And I know they already had a little bit of Daiwa stuff in that, but the first thing you guys said was, well, do we got to make like a public page? And I said, nope, just keep doing what you're doing, exactly what you're doing. Don't change a thing.
That's right.
And you guys hammer fish.
Well, first thing I just wanted to like stay true to myself, like fun fish, love fishing, want to get out in the water.
Yeah.
Like when he approached us, I was like, listen, I don't want to change anything that I do. I'm having fun. Like that's most important to me.
That's what it's all about.
Right?
Yeah.
So if I have to change anything, sure, I'll do a show and talk about products or... I mean,
We're
I'll
very
take new
low-key.
products and try them too. Like,
Right.
but if I had to change anything, then I'm out.
Yeah. No, and you were very upfront about it. And it was like, and we kept, just do what you're doing.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. So.
No, I did make a public profile. I did do that, but
Yeah. So that's
not just for Daiwa. Like people were encouraging me.
It's a gift.
Yeah.
To share with.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, to get women out fishing too. Like, you know.
So like you've been doing the social media thing, just kind of starting, right?
Yeah.
And Diana, you've been doing it for a while.
Yeah.
And your page is impressive on how consistent you can stay to just fish pictures.
Yes.
Like,
I'm a pretty private person. So.
and you're catching like you're catching some serious stuff too. So like from what I can see on there, because I had to creep it before we invited you to be the MC.
No way.
With that mustache.
Listen, and you're float fishing, you're fly fishing,
Yeah.
you're bass fishing, you're like you name it, you're doing it all too.
Yeah, river fishing for sure. Yeah, she'll have to take me out.
Yeah, so like, so you kind of told us like you started steelheading, and then like what's next? Like how did it evolve from there?
You basically, okay, so the way I look at it is this. The seasons change in Ontario, right? And every time it changes, there's a different opportunity to catch fish. So in the summertime, I'm fishing for bass. In the fall, I'm fishing for steelhead. And then in the winter, I'm fishing for whatever I can get my hands on. And then the cycle kind of just repeats, right? So, yeah, I just... As the seasons change is what I change, how I change up what I fish for, basically.
Do you girls hunt at all?
No.
Oh my gosh, no.
Any interest in it?
I don't have any time.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
Yeah.
you really got to pick and choose
Yeah.
when the seasons come, right? Like
Yeah.
I love to bow hunt. Kyle loves to bow hunt. Mark, he
By bow hunt, you mean-
he bow hunt.
Yeah, bow hunt.
I walk
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
woods.
Yeah.
Do some nature walks. I love hunting too. Like once October hits, like see the boat. I'm going.
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, it's
Hunting
it's
for what? What's in the fall? Deer?
whitetail
Everything,
deer,
Yeah.
deer,
turkey,
ducks.
but
deer.
that also mixed in with the fall walleye troll on Bay Quinte.
So I'm gonna back up to
Yeah.
like, you guys fishing all the time. So you guys are like open water fishing in February this year, were you not?
yes, we were. I
Right?
know.
And then-
We were actually January 3rd. We were open water fishing.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So you
For
guys,
walleye, yeah.
you do a ton of trolling.
Yes.
Yeah, and you guys, your trolling setup's pretty impressive. And then you've been going out by yourself, like without Brad,
Yes.
doing
a
trolling on
couple
your own,
times,
and you're
yeah.
catching fish.
Well, so we closed about like mid-December, and for some reason the walleye migrating and it was slow this year. Like, so the big ones were like
They were late.
yeah, they were late. Like the numbers were coming in later,
Yeah.
and so we usually fish like Quinte Gold Series, and it's all of November. And so we closed the boat though, because Christmas parties or whatever, stripped the whole boat. And I'm just watching people like catch them. And I was like, I gotta get back out there. Like, I'm like, Brad, I'm calling in, taking a vacation day from work tomorrow.
So I did, like I confirmed earlier in the show, they do work.
Yes, we
Although
do
it looks
work.
like
We
all they do
work.
is fish.
Yeah. And I was just dying to go out there, and he's like, I can't get out there. I was like, okay, well, like everything's got to go back on the boat, like right away. I'm going out there. And so poor Brad Thorn has to drive out an hour and 45 minutes just to lift the kicker because it's just too heavy for me to put on, and then drive home in one night. So did that for me. Thank you.
That's a good husband.
You don't know what you
Very
had to do to
Shout
get
out
in
to
that
Brad.
favor.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I'm still on payback. Just kidding. So yeah, went out and unfortunately didn't do too well. I caught one drum. I'm like, it's like, you don't want a drum out there. Like, you're going for the walleye. So no problem. I was just happy that I got out. It's
Yeah.
just going to like the ramp, and like the guy before me, like if you have to drain your trailer, and the guy before me didn't drain the trailer, so the whole ramp is ice.
Hey.
Like, so I was like, oh, I don't know if I can do this. Like, I'm going to be on qualified captain. My whole rig's going to be in the water here. But yeah, put some salt down and got out and caught the drum, whatever. And I was just like, no, like, okay. So then winterized it again. And I was like, I'm not done. I got to get back out there. So went out again and did get a walleye and a lake trout. And so, yeah. But that time, the second time I went out alone, I was -10. Engine didn't start, trolling motor battery, like the remote's frozen. So I'm like literally floating away. And so Robbie Redneck from Guidelines Sport Fishing, who's going to be at CANCAST.
Yeah, they got a big booth.
Yes.
They're bringing, they have a huge booth, bringing their whole boat in and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, these guys are going all out.
Yeah, so they helped me like launch. It was a new launch. It's a tricky launch anyways, but floating away. So him and his buddy Matt came and saved me and boosted me with their
And you're rocking and rolling out there all by yourself?
Yeah.
In November.
So this one was December like 16th around there. Yeah, it's a bit chilly, but yeah. So got her fired up, but that's not, the engine's not spitting water. So then I'm still a little bit stuck, but eventually we went out. Yeah.
And you caught some fish.
Yes.
And how proud were you of yourself?
Oh, I was, probably highlight of my fishing.
I was following
career.
the whole thing, right? Because she was posting and just kind of like, hey, you were posting like, right? Like leading up what you were doing. And then you posted a picture of a fish, and I was like, good on her. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Right?
So
Most guys wouldn't do that.
Were you trolling in an area that you would typically be ice fishing in at that time of year if the
No,
ice
not
was better?
yet. No, not yet. No, it's still open there.
So that was
at
like-
that time.
Were you launching in Picton?
So the first time I went alone was Picton, and the second time was Bath.
Yeah.
Binkles, yeah.
Yeah.
So it was open there still at that time.
Yeah.
But my trolling motor was broken, like the front one and like the remote. So I was stuck. So I was like, I can stay away from the crowd. And like, if I got a fish on, like at least I'm by myself. And unfortunately, I ended up in a triangle with 2 other boats behind me, going uphill, like battling the waves. I'm literally zigzagging across these guys. I was like, they probably think I'm a moron out here. Like, who's this woman? Like, fishing alone, zigzagging across my line. But unfortunately, I ran into them like when I was putting the boat back on the trailer, and we chatted, and he's like, I figured something was going on like there.
I
But,
got a question. What's your largest late season walleye?
12.5.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mark, could you
12.
fit that in your net?
That's like twice mine.
Yeah.
I love walleye fishing.
Yes.
I like it too.
It's like they're so dumb and easy. Like, I don't get out doing it enough, but this year I will.
Well, that late
With my
season
boat.
troll, that when
Yeah.
they're all migrating in, it's gold.
We were supposed to go, right? And then
Yeah.
Lloyd had some issues,
Yeah.
but Mary's taking us this year. She already
we'll go.
volunteered.
Yeah, 12.5. But the goal, hopefully, one day is 15.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
There's
you're
been a 15 caught this season, so they're out there for sure.
so you're officially a captain of the boat now. Move over, Brad. So Diana, you got your own boat too, right?
Yes, and if any of you call it a tin boat, I will.
Wait, well, we can't get there because of that's a question for later about tin boats.
Okay.
Why can't we call it a tin boat? It's an
Because
Alumacraft.
It's an aluminum boat, yeah,
Tin.
but it's not a tin boat. No.
No.
I mean, when you think
Time
tin
out.
boat,
First off, I'm gonna stop you. Tin boats are nice.
Yeah.
And that's a nice tin boat
She
you
has a
have.
beautiful
we're not
boat,
we're not
yeah.
insulting it. We're encouraging
no.
people.
Yeah,
So
we love
They've
tin
always
boat.
been known
Right.
as
So-
tin boats.
You wait and see the tin
Yeah.
boat we're gonna build.
So what we're encouraging people to be able to go out and buy tin
Yeah.
boats like yourself, like 60 horsepowers, like nice Lumacraft, stuff like that.
Her boat's beautiful.
We're trying to
Yeah,
tell
we've been
people
in it.
like you
Mary.
don't necessarily need a $150,000 boat to have a good time.
You don't.
Oh,
So
yeah, absolutely
you're proving
not.
that.
Yeah.
So tell us about your boat.
So she's a beauty. She's
Does it have a name?
Yeah, it does actually. My boat's name is Boyfriend, like BUOY.
Oh,
Get it? You get it?
I get it. I get it.
that's awesome.
Yeah. So I just, it was a perfect boat for me because like I don't have a lot of experience being on a boat, never mind driving a boat and everything. So it's got like I don't even want to tell you what size motor it has. You can just guess, but. It's a nice 14.5-foot Alumacraft. It's white, matches my car, my truck.
Perfect. Great 25 horse on the back, probably.
Your car truck.
Was I right?
You're pretty close.
There you go. 30. So, anyways, I saw a picture of your boat. It's a nice boat.
Yeah.
Beautiful, yeah.
You know, I
It's
don't
white.
think there's a person in this room that didn't start with a small tin boat.
Yeah.
We're building the
Not a
ultimate
tin boat.
An
A
aluminum
tin boat,
You know what's funny?
I'm pretty proud of it.
You got to be careful what you say here because you're disqualifying yourself from the tin boat tournament.
Me?
I was going to assume that the MC of the show was going to show up and fish the tin boat tournament because she has the perfect rig, and now she's disqualifying herself. Who's Mary going to fish with?
Right?
We love your boat. We love the buoy friend.
Listen, I gotta tell you something. So my boat has, I say it's not a tin boat because I have storage compartments and I have a live well. Yeah. And what's funny is about my live well that I think maybe the audience would like to know is that I've never used it to hold fish, and I use it to go to the bathroom. Only number one.
You know
That's
what?
part
I
of
do.
going there.
That's like those are little things we don't think of as guys.
Yeah, you guys are
I
lucky.
would never poop in my life well.
No. I don't do that. Period. But anyways,
Stomp it down the drain.
if
Right?
I have to,
Just
crap.
if I have to
go-
tinkle, I go in the live well. It's got a nice flushing.
I'm never putting a fish in your live well.
I don't either.
Works out well.
But urine is sanitary anyway. So, but
Well, there you go.
So do you have a trolling motor on this?
I do have a
Aluminum
trolling
boat?
motor. Yes, I have a Minn Kota Tarova.
It's a tin boat, Mark.
Yeah. Yeah, and I got a little fish finder, but I'm thinking about upgrading to something like Live Scope, but then it wouldn't be fair for everybody else if I'm catching all the fish.
Right?
You're already catching them.
I love it.
So,
yeah,
No,
it takes a lot of work.
but seriously, both you girls can fish. There's no doubt about it.
You forgot to mention, not only are we both fishermen, but we're also best friends.
Right? You guys bet. So how'd you guys meet?
We actually met recently, which is so funny.
It's so
And
funny.
you're already best friends.
We're part of a group of best friends.
You guys are like soulmates.
We talk every day, multiple times a day.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
We
I've never
met.
talked to someone so much in my life.
Really?
There's a lot
call her-
of giggling. Or?
Yeah.
I wonder. I can tell.
Yeah.
I used to have a best friend,
Me too.
I'm right here, buddy.
right?
Aw, shark.
Shark.
You guys are like the benefit of fishing.
Yeah. Shark.
Oh, yeah, you were mentioning that before the show.
Yeah.
Benefit of fishing.
Yeah.
Sean and Mark,
Yeah.
we go everywhere together.
So-
Pretty well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we leave next week. We're down on our way down to Tennessee. We're going to the Classic.
Oh,
What's
No
the?
way.
Yeah.
What's
we
the?
got,
what's the classic?
the Bassmaster.
It's the
Classic.
second best fishing show on the planet.
Isn't it the Super Bowl of fishing?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I
it's,
tried
it's
to
like
convince
it's more.
Brad to go, but
It's
it
more
wasn't.
like the Sugar Bowl. CANCAST is the Super Bowl.
Right?
So how'd you guys end up going down there? Like, what's the story?
Well, last year, a good friend of ours, Cooper, qualified. Right?
Oh, I know
Yeah.
Cooper.
Right,
I used to
so-
fish with him on the river.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So Coop qualified to win.
He's doing awesome. Good
there,
for him.
yeah, he's doing good. He won an event, so it qualified him to fish this classic. And the day he won, I got on the phone with a buddy of ours, Moose, and I said, "Listen, we got a book today, right now, and we found a place called the Luxury Freedman's Loft."
You should see
Sounds
this place.
amazing.
5,000 square feet of awesome.
I'm
yeah,
jealous.
Yeah, it's got a whole floor. It's called the Speakeasy Lounge. It's a bar. It's got a pool table, poker table, full bar, lots of lounge seating. Like it's we're throwing an O Canada party on the Saturday night.
Wow, that sounds
I'm
amazing.
still upset that I had to bail.
Yeah, well, with that mustache, I don't know if we'd let you in.
You never get
What if I surprise you and show up though?
That'd be amazing.
That would be that you could sleep with Mark.
Why can't you go, Kyle?
I just pulled the pin last week because I just have too much going on getting ready. Our show is the next weekend, CanCast, and I just felt like if I was at home and everything was packed and loaded, I'd feel better.
Yeah.
And I've just been gone all winter, and now I'm really wishing I was going.
But if you could fly in, say like Saturday, and fly home on Sunday, I know a guy that would pick you up and make
Yeah.
sure that you
You never
had
know.
one
Made sure
of
you had
these.
some-
If
Somewhere to sleep.
Cooper's in the top 5 or Chris or Corey, I'll be on
Make
a
a
plane.
run down there.
I'll be on a plane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will do my best, and if it makes
Super
sense.
6.
Super 6. Yeah. So, no, I'm jealous because everybody's going. And obviously, we work with a ton of big companies in the U.S. that will have booths at the expo. And YOLO Tech, our title sponsor, will be there. And Daiwa and Garmin and
13.
all that good stuff.
Rapala.
And 13, not who I work with, but Diana. So you should go to the Classic. And but 13 is coming to CanCast this year for the first time ever. So they came years ago in Bowmanville with Rapala. And now they're coming with 13 fishing booth at CanCast. So
Awesome.
you won't miss them. They got a beauty set up in the middle of the show. And so speaking of that, Diana, tell us a little bit about who you work with. So we know that Mary's doing stuff with Daiwa, but tell us about your relationship with your sponsors and who you've been working with.
So I'm lucky enough to be sponsored by Rapala, which is also 13 Fishing, Strike Master, Suffolk.
Ton of stuff under their umbrella. Right? No, they do.
Yeah.
They have a ton of brands under their
But a
umbrella.
lot of people don't know that 13 is Rapala, so
Yep.
I feel like I had to mention that. So yeah, I've been with them for 6 years or so.
So how'd you get hooked up with them?
Well, like everything in this world, it's not necessarily what you know, it's who you know.
Yep.
So it was kind of like a fluke that I just met somebody who worked at Rapala, introduced me to the right people. And so, yes, I got the connection because of somebody I knew, but I really proved myself.
Yeah.
And
Tell
Sure.
them about this year.
yeah. So this year, I typically tell everybody that I meet, but for 2022, I won Prostaff of the Year, which to me is
Nice.
a huge accomplishment.
That is a huge
Nice.
accomplishment.
There's a lot of people that are, and that's all of Canada. So
That's a lot of work.
And that's a big
I worked really hard.
and
Yeah.
that's a big team. They have a lot of guys.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, a lot
And
of
girls.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How come Daiwa doesn't have a Prostaff of the Year award?
Because Kyle would win it every year.
They got that's right.
Because Mike Williams just has it in the bag every year.
yeah.
They can't even put bail money in there.
Look, I can't win the awards. We give out the awards. I can't win it. How do you know we don't award you guys? Look, if I had it my way, I shouldn't even say this on the air. We may have to edit this one out. There would be a pro staff draft.
Yeah.
Every year, we'd all sit down, me, my crew, the 13 guys, Pure Fishing, Shimano, whoever, and we would all have a draft. And it'd be like, who do you want to protect? Well, I would protect you two. Right? And then I'd be like, I'll trade you 3 for Diana. Right? But then what if like her team is like, well, like we don't want her, so like we're willing to take like a next year rookie pick if you take her contract over. Like, I think that'd be a ton of fun.
That would be.
Right?
Yeah, that would be.
Like one day you just wake up and it's like, hey, sorry, Sean, but like you're moving. You're going to Shimano.
Just the outcast.
Right? Right? and then one day, like one of their guys wakes up and is like, sorry, like you're going to Daiwa. You got traded. Right? And then one day, like Diana wakes up and like, you know, she's going somewhere else. And like one day Mary wakes up and like we just let her go completely. Like she's not going anywhere. Right? I think it'd be a ton of fun. Because then we'd really decide who is the best pro staff in Canada.
Yeah, no, I think we already know that.
Anyways,
So what did
that's a
this
little.
get?
That's a little.
Let's go back to
That's
that.
a little industry joke that a couple
did you
guys
get a
have.
plaque?
And in all serious, and like honestly, all the companies that support fishing in Canada are all so badass, right? And I've said it before on this show. Like we all get along. There's so much great product out there. There's so many great dealers supporting it, and we're pumped that we have all of them at the show this year. We have all of them either at the show. There is one of the big brands that's not coming. That's Pure Fishing, just due to some reasons. But they are supporting the show as a sponsor. They're giving us stuff, product, everything, and they will definitely be there next year. So it's we're pumped to have them all at CANCAST. Like if you want to talk rods and reels, we literally have them all coming. Daiwa, 13, Shimano, Okuma, St. Croix. Who am I missing here?
13.
Streamside, 13.
Abu?
I said 13.
No, not Abu, right? That's Pure Fishing.
Yeah, but like other than that, we have all the rod guys coming.
Yeah. And there's retailers still to
And
buy
there's
this stuff. Yeah.
retailers bringing their stuff. Oh, there'll
Yeah.
be tons of Pure Fishing and Abu and all that stuff there, right? So from a show promoter perspective, take my day job out of it, we got them all. We're
Yeah.
killing it.
So while we're talking about the show,
I feel like this is like a drum roll moment.
it is because we've been talking about this for a couple of weeks now, and I wonder if you're gonna talk about it tonight.
We're gonna let it out of the bag.
Yeah.
So we've been pushing hard for you guys to buy your tickets online, right? A couple reasons. One, because you're not gonna have to wait in line, because you're gonna walk right through it and scan your ticket.
Right.
The reason you're going to wait in line that day is because you're going to wait in the box office line to buy them at the door, which will go quick. And I need to let people know, yes, there will be tickets available at the door. But with what we're going to announce, you'll be nuts not to buy one at a time.
Right.
So, because of some amazing sponsors stepping up, a lot of those amazing brands we just talked about, plus so many more, the amazing vendors that are helping us put the show on. And we've always looked at the vendors as partners, right?
Yeah.
We've always like, you guys bring the goods, we'll pack the building. That's our job. You do yours. Everybody wins. I really like that philosophy. So we're going to step up. And for everybody that holds an advance ticket, that's everybody now. If you've already bought one, you're not missing out. You're in this. We're going to give away $1,000 a day for 12 days leading up to the show.
Wow.
Holy
Let me
cow.
rephrase that though. $1,000 a day in fishing tackle and prizes to one lucky person once a day. So Mark, you went online and you bought a ticket. Okay? Every single
We're
day
eligible to win?
everybody's eligible to win who has bought a ticket, even vendors. If your name is in there, you bought a ticket for a family member to come to the show, anything like that, you're in the raffle. Every day we're going to pull one of those emails and you are going to win $1,000 in prizes.
Wow.
And every day's different. We got, Daiwa stepping up to do a day, $1,000 in Daiwa, Shimano stepping up to do it. Peterborough Pro Tackle's doing $1,000 a day. East Hill Outdoors is doing $1,000 a day. And we got all these other amazing companies. So one day you might be winning Under Armour prize pack combined with, a bunch of stuff from Perfect Jig or a whole bunch of stuff from, Hookers or like whoever, Rawfish. Everybody's pitching in. All the jig guys, you name it. There's too many to name. Guys, we have 171 booths in the show before the 80 table guys. The table guys are pitching in. They're so pumped on this.
Wow.
Okay, so let's do the math here. That's
Yeah.
$12,000 worth of prizes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Leading up to the
So
show.
even if you're not going to the show, for a $10 ticket,
buy one.
No,
I'm going to tell everybody I know to buy a
It's a
ticket.
no-brainer.
in the disclaimer,
It's a no-brainer.
you do need to pick your prize up at the show. I'm
Can
not
someone else pick it up for you?
100%.
Okay.
If there's something, but we obviously hope you come to the show.
Yes.
Right? That's right. $12,000, $1,000 a day in prizes is going to one lucky winner.
Wow.
So my advice to you, buy your tickets now, because every day those odds will get a little worse. We are selling more and more tickets every day. The closer we get. Those first few days are going to be your best odds of winning.
So,
Absolutely.
But you're still going to have great odds the whole way through.
so press pause right now. Go buy some tickets.
Yeah.
Then come back.
Click www.cancast.show. Click the buy ticket links here. It's going to be the second event down at this point. It'll probably be number 1 by next week because that other event will be done. Click it. You put your email address in, fill out your address, but that's what gets you entered into the prize. And you're going to have a chance to win $1,000.
Yeah. So this is a ticket basically that's costing you $1,470 all in.
$1,370 all in.
$1,370
That's
all in.
taxes, box office fees, admission, everything. Kids are free. I do want to stress too, like even though kids are free under 12, you still have to get them a ticket just because the scanners, but they're free. Just go on and click 1200, you get a free ticket. Kids are all getting free baits for walking in the door, courtesy of our sponsors. Lucky Strike has stepped up again for that. Pure Fishing has stepped up again for that. And
Pure Fishing's great for that.
yeah, 100%. And like they said, they're not able to make the show this year because of a conflict, but like they're 100% have always been supporters.
Yeah.
And I just think that that's pretty cool for what we're going to do. And I like to thank the sponsors. And, you know, maybe we'll have our MC on there on our social media announcing some names sometimes, right? Sending us videos. And
So that's
Sean, $1,000 a day for 12 days. Has there ever been another show in history do this?
No.
Fishing show.
That's huge.
I don't think there's been any show.
No.
We're not done yet.
Outside of the industry. What do you mean we're not done?
We're not
There's
done yet.
more.
There's a big prize at the show too. I'm going to save it for next podcast.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. There's one at the show too, another door prize.
It's bigger?
Bigger.
Does it have to do with what we were talking about a little earlier?
Yeah. Bigger.
Way bigger?
Yep.
As big as that mustache.
I might just like grow it all the way
Tell
back
us,
up.
Pedro.
You got it.
Right?
Pedro. Okay.
It's a van ride with Kyle.
Right?
No.
Just kidding.
No.
How are you going to be drawing for these?
So we'll put every day the emails will go through a random draw generator.
And who's going to be doing it? You're going to be there at the
We'll be
show
doing
with
it with the Memorial Center that hosts the ticket sales for us. You have my exact words. It will be done perfectly. No offense to all my friends. I hope people I've never met are coming to this show and they win it. I can't wait to give these prizes to people the day of.
Yeah.
$1,000 a day in fishing stuff, guys.
So this is all going to be like each day it'll be announced that winner
Each
for
day.
the day?
Every evening we'll announce. So we'll probably start on the following Monday after this podcast.
Yep.
Which for date-wise is going to be the 20th. And that will take us right into the 31st. And we have setup day, and then it's showtime. So we are going to do 12 days of prizes, CanCast.
That's incredible.
It's like Christmas. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. So remember, like,
12 days
you
of
have a chance
CanCast.
to win every time.
yeah.
So, I want to make sure you guys know if you've already bought your tickets, you're in this. You're in this.
So even vendors can buy a ticket.
A vendor can buy a ticket.
Okay.
Yeah. Because there's so many vendors that have supported the show and bought for family members and friends and over and above their vendor passes. So 100%. And what makes our show so unique is it's not all corporate booths. There's so many great people that are hardcore fishermen, anglers, fisherwomen. And I want everybody, because what do we always sell, guys? We are the biggest party in fishing.
We are.
Yeah, we are.
I want everybody to be able to come to this party, whether they're a vendor, consumer, family, and know that they helped to do it, because we couldn't do it without them. And I want to give them all a chance at it too. And I don't think anyone will argue that point.
No,
So-
not in a million years. But speaking of party,
Is there going to be one?
Well, you guys are the social committee.
Yeah, there's going to be one.
In fact, I might fire the social committee, and I might hire the social committee.
I mean, I don't know. If you want to hire me.
We've already got so much invested in this. So
Maybe you guys should
In the
hire.
party part?
Oh,
Maybe you guys
yeah.
should. See, I'm just showing up.
right?
I've already set a curfew for myself.
Yeah, me too.
Go. Good luck.
And
with that.
here's what I was thinking, right? Me and Leanne were talking, and it's like, I went there first last year by myself, and I opened up the building. And I was fine because we had one building. someone else has to be there before 6 a.m. with me because we got
I'll
two
be there,
buildings.
you know that.
Right?
Yeah, I'll be there.
I was like, it's gonna have to be Joan.
Is there?
Right? I'm gonna need a hall manager. It's gonna have to be Joan.
Yeah, I'm sure she'll
Joan
be
and
okay with
Leanne will
that.
have to manage the halls because we'll be running around.
Is bail money in the budget this year?
We'll see how good this podcast does.
All right. So April 1st, Saturday, April 1st, we want everybody to join us down at One-Eyed Jack's.
One-Eyed Jack. So it's right down the street from the Memorial Center.
And what time does it start, Kyle?
It starts at 7 p.m. You can go in there and eat ahead of time, but they're expecting us at 7 p.m. for a good time.
Right.
We got lots of stuff happening. We're going to have the CANCAST backdrop for taking photos. Some hashtags going around. We want
But
you guys.
I'm not working that night.
No, you're not working that night. No. This is like
working that night.
No, nobody's
photos
working.
that night.
Nobody's working that night. I mean, if you're good at what you do, you're always working. But that's your problem. So, no, it's good. But no, it's that's it. It's for the fishing community just to come together and just have a good time and meet
Yeah,
each
it'll be
other. And
great.
what's cool about it is there's so many vendors messaging me saying we can't wait to meet everybody. Right? Like this is a big deal for them. And
It
like,
is a big deal.
And for a lot of these people, I don't use that term when I said it's the Super Bowl of Canada lightly. Like for some of these people, they've been working on their stuff for months.
Oh, yeah.
Months to get ready for this day. And it is 8 hours. And it's no different than us organizing it. It all happens in 8 hours, but it's probably 8,000 hours getting it ready. And
Sure
it's the
it is.
same for a lot of these companies, right? Like
Sure it is.
And lots of new releases too for
Tons.
saving them for the
Tons.
just for the
Limited
show.
edition.
tons.
Yeah.
I still have stuff I can't talk about because
Yeah.
we're just the classic, right? And stuff that people are coming. There's so many other prizes too. Like Peterborough Pro Tackle's bringing the wheel again.
Peterborough Pro Tackle.
Bringing the wheel. Yeah, these awesome shirts. You
Yeah.
buy a Tatula Elite from them, you're going to get one of these awesome Daiwa shirts. Turn around, boys. Show them the signatures on the back. Show them. Oh, bad shot. We'll get a better shot. We'll post it up. Woody will post it up here.
I just popped my mic.
Taco Depot, mystery box an hour. Diana will be pulling that in their booth.
Hey.
Mystery box every hour. So they're giving away huge prizes. You know East Hill's stepping up. They always do.
Yeah.
There's going to be stuff happening in our title sponsors booth, YOLO Tech. They're giving away stuff. Borka's giving away stuff. On top of all the stuff they've already donated for the prizes.
This show's going to be insane.
The Under Armour booth, you wait till you see what Under Armour's giving
Before
away.
you even get to the show, the prizes are insane.
It's going to be insane.
Okay.
Is there going to be prizes at the social? Like,
Yeah.
we're going to be giving some stuff away?
Well, I don't know. You're the social committee. They keep asking me these questions, and I'm like,
I already put in for bail money. So they don't want to give you anymore.
A
So-
little
okay.
tip jar at the front. Sean's bail money.
That's that.
so the best part too is like we're still getting messages about the lineup. Okay, so if you're worried about the lineup, this is what you're gonna do. You got to remember, and I've told so many people this, and I'm having a hard time getting through some people's heads. First off, the whole I couldn't get in last year, I don't like that because that's not true. Everybody got into that show.
Yeah.
That lineup was there for a couple hours, but we got you all in. There's so many people that ate breakfast, came back, walked right through that door.
Yeah, because we hit capacity.
Exactly.
Quick.
So what did we do? We reinvested, got both buildings. The capacity is 9 times what we had. We're going to be able to get you guys through, but you can still speed it up. Buy your ticket ahead of time online, enter it into the $1,000 a day to win, and you don't have to stand in the ticket line because you just have to go in the admission line.
Right.
Done
Just
deal.
like going to a hockey game.
Buy it
Walk
online.
in, scan, and you're in.
I said to one person that he messaged me and he said, your vendor list is so good. All you're going to do is create mass chaos and there's going to be no way that anyone's getting in. And I said, well, would you like the vendor list to be bad? Because I was a little stumped on this because as far as I'm concerned, our show has no fillers. It's all fishing.
All fishing.
There's no show that's doing what
No
we do.
slippers?
No slippers, no meat sticks. We got unbelievable seminars coming. JP Rose is coming
Wow.
in to do a seminar.
Nice.
Remember our Muskie Maniacs podcast?
Yeah.
How awesome
Yeah.
that was. Greg and John are teaming up to go over muskie baits for the Quarfas.
That's killer.
And they don't know it yet because I'm telling them this week with the Johnson brothers, one of them's doing a seminar too. So we have 3 of the most
Surprise.
unbelievable.
And now, if that's not worth a $10 ticket,
Yeah.
So we
just
got
on its own.
we got the elite guys in the house. We got Cooper Gallant coming, hanging out for the day. He's gonna be bouncing around. You got guys like JP, Big Jim McLaughlin, David Shaw, and I keep forgetting the guys that got personal tables. These are like some like hardcore anglers that have some unbelievable stuff. Mm-hmm. Like these aren't guys that like you guys. This is the Super Bowl of fishing in Canada.
Yeah.
Okay,
100%.
And you know what? You're gonna wait in line till 9 a.m. when the doors open. You'll be mental not to get in line because the deals and the exclusivities you're gonna get first crack at are gonna be awesome. You're standing in line, you're going to see our MC out there and us engaging with you. We're going to be giving you guys stuff. The guys that are in line, you're getting free stuff. If you're one of the first few hundred people in line, you're probably going to walk out with free stuff that's more than what your mission was to get in. You're winning. Everybody's winning. So will there be a lineup? We open the doors at 9 a.m., sure, but it will fly through.
Right.
So will Mark be in a tent this time?
No.
What do you mean? That wasn't me.
Yeah. So I'm telling you guys, the reason why we're so encouraging to buy them online is 'cause it's just going to speed the day up for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you get entered in with $1,000 a day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I wanted to get back to our lovely guest, though, because we'll go through the vendor list here before we wrap up the show. But Diana, you made a comment that you were born to work trade shows.
That sounds a little lame.
Tell us about it, because that's the first person I've ever said. Now, I love trade shows too, secretly, to an extent. I love this one. Tell us
What is it that you love about trade shows?
I like talking to people.
Yeah.
I like, especially like the kids and stuff. Like I hooked up one kid with a free rod at the Toronto show.
Nice.
And you know what? Kid came over to me and he's with a friend of a friend. And he's like, I got $150. He couldn't have been older than 10. $150 and I need to buy a bait caster setup. I'm like, you just need a rod or you need a reel? He's like, I need both. And he wanted to learn, a lot like Mark Hunter a couple years ago, wanted to learn to use a bait caster.
Right. He's doing good now.
No, I am doing
So I walked him over to that project.
Did my hand more than the spinning reel lately.
So I said, come with me. And
Did you have that mustache?
I was waiting for one of you to ruin my story. The best part about that, I was pointing at Sean saying, don't say it, and then here it comes. I told you, they're mouthy. So I take this young lad and his father and our friend Jonathan over to Pro J's, and I'm like, this is the rod you need. And the kid's like, I really like it. How much is it? I'm like, don't worry about it. It's free. I told Jasper, I'm like, Jasper, I'll replace it. We got you. Covered. No money. Jasper, no problem, Kyle. Whatever he needs. Right?
Yep.
Fantastic guy. Jasper, Pro J's coming to the show too.
Yeah.
And so the kid's like, yeah, like how much is it? I'm like, yeah, it's like $130 and there's a deal and you get a shirt and all this. And he's like, oh, like I really like it, but I can't afford it. I'm like, don't worry, it's on the house. And this kid was so grateful. And his dad, and they're calling me, and I'm like, I want you to use your money. I want you to go see Jasper, and I want you to buy a good reel now.
A good 13 reel.
A good reel. Yeah. A good reel. Right? So, and there was a lot of stuff flying, and I think he ended up with a SV.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. And I had to kick Diana out of the booth because every time I had a deal done, she was coming over. No, so. But
snagging the.
Yeah, no, we all joke around. All the Prostaff guys, we all have fun with it. I'm not a Prostaff, you know what I mean. Anyways, but that's why I like the shows, like you're asking Diana, because I just like talking to people. Mm-hmm. And we had a ton of people come up to us and say they listened to this show, which was awesome.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that must have been awesome.
Yeah, we got some pictures, which was funny.
Yeah.
Right? I got lots. Are you that podcast guy?
Yeah,
I got that like several times.
Yeah, I got
which
that
was cool.
Nobody's going to recognize you now,
I
bud.
know.
They're going to walk right by you.
So I like trade shows. But what about you? You do a lot of trade shows, Mary?
No.
It's going to be your first one
Yes.
with a camera?
Yes. No, I'm excited. It'll be fun. Yeah. It's hard because we're fishing all the time, so I have to pick and choose, like, what do I want to attend? And there was one on the family day, but once I heard there was open water, like, sorry.
Can't wait to
yeah.
have this problem.
But I knew
in my
I
life.
was, yeah.
My problem, well, like we're fishing all the time, and like, I just it's so hard to like figure out our schedule if like the fish are biting or not. Like, is it a wind day? Maybe. Like,
yeah, I know. Well, open water on family day is very unheard of, like in that area.
Yeah,
I'm not going to give that up.
yeah, you know, like my husband just wants to go fishing. Like, I just want to make sure that Brad gets his time in fishing. Like this, what is going on?
No, for sure. But I knew I'd be attending CANCAST, so I could give up that show for sure.
Yeah.
And we spoke about it, and you're fine. But for CANCAST,
No,
yeah,
100%.
no, I'm looking forward to like chatting with people and getting to know everyone, like putting faces to names on Instagram, like here, and so yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be for sure.
Right.
And promoting great product as well.
Yeah.
Excited about that.
And this is why I was Pro Staff of the Year, because I never say no to any trade show.
You know, I'll give it up to our team's phenomenal too. The guys are always like, "Hey, can I work this weekend?" I think the trade show thing's fun. I think if you want to experience a crazy trade show, CanCast is going to be
insane.
Yeah.
I keep
I love
too
them.
like
I love them.
when we
Do you?
design.
Yeah.
When we designed the layout this year too, the aisles are wider and stuff too, so you're gonna be able to walk through a little bit better. and all that.
Whoa. We're
So-
changing the layout?
Well, yeah, I got it all for you. That's easy.
All right.
All right. We'll get it. We'll bang it off, bud. No problem.
Yeah, I got faith in you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got 2 buildings
I'm
to
just
do
gonna
this
be
year.
Yeah.
there with my clipboard.
I think you guys are going to need a curfew. Give yourself a curfew.
Whoa.
Like, who invited that girl?
So here's the thing about trade shows. You set yourself a curfew, but like realistically, you have like a half-hour travel time, so it's like you can break it.
But isn't the hotel right next door?
Yeah, but no one needs to know
you
that.
can walk.
So
That's down
zigzagging your way.
Last
Here's what's
year,
happening.
I went from the bar to the hotel, brushed my teeth, and went right to the building. Like,
Yeah.
no problem.
So here's what you do.
Okay.
The bar is at the bar and the
I'll stay
hotel
with
are right
you.
beside each other. They're 50 yards apart. So like if your watch goes off at 1 a.m. on your curfew time, realistically, you know, curfew's half-hour travel time. So you have a half hour to get back to the hotel. Realistically, I call it travel time. I'm experienced at these things. So I use that half hour to get one more drink, and I say all my goodbyes. Because you know that your goodbyes take a while.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you want to
I
talk
know.
for 3 minutes and he wants to
Yeah.
talk. And Mark's probably going to hug me and say he loves me
Yeah.
before we go.
Yeah.
But then finally it's like 1:27 and you're back at the hotel at 1:30. So realistically, it's travel time.
Yeah, I fully, well, I can put travel time in. We were at the bar the other night and, yeah,
Good. Me and
definitely.
Tyler Cuppy, when we go to Vegas for SHOT Show, we have travel time. Greg, same thing. Greywood, we have travel time. And we always stop. It's like you walk it, hey, want to get a slice of pizza? And we can sit down and have a slice of pizza.
Yeah,
Because it's travel time.
yeah,
You're not even past
That's
curfew.
actually genius.
It is genius.
Yeah.
I know. We're
Yeah.
brilliant minds.
yeah, I'm good.
We are brilliant
for
minds.
sure.
Did your wife come up with that one too?
No, she didn't. I'd probably be dragging her out. Big Lamb, we gotta go. We gotta show the run tomorrow. She'll be like, no.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Last year, yeah, she had a really good time last year. Yeah, it was good.
And that wasn't even a planned thing. We just
No, that was
showed
just
up
kind
and
of
then
a- yeah.
it turned into a bang.
Oh,
and
the social wasn't planned the night before?
Yeah, no.
Sort
no.
of half.
Not
Well,
really.
Yeah, we
Only
just
then.
spread the
Not
word.
like an
Hey, we're
open
going in for
invite,
dinner
yeah.
tonight. Everybody want to come for a drink? Come, and then we had a really, really good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we wanted to do
From
it
what you
again
remember?
this year, and then let everybody know.
Yeah,
Double it
right.
up a bit?
Yeah. So it's going to be a lot of fun. You know, we may do karaoke,
Yeah, well, it's up for
Shit,
it's up for
Mary.
social committee discussion tonight.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think if you know this, but
We're no
hang out-
strangers to
yeah.
karaoke.
Oh, yeah?
Let's
We
hear
hang out
it.
all
Give
the
us
time.
one.
No.
Give us one right now.
I'm more of the audience, you know,
Come
in the
on.
background. clearly.
Actually, now that I think about it, I'm trying to remember.
She was. Start singing, people.
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
your song?
What's your song? We have to have it planned.
Then it would like lose all of its surprise factor. I like to rap, actually.
Can you rap? Let one go.
I don't know if I can
Let's
rap,
give us
but
a
I
kick,
like.
Kat.
Diana,
Yeah.
you guys talked a pretty big game here. Like, we need a couple girls on here so we can get more views when you stole my seat. So if you guys do a rap right now, we'll probably get more
No,
views.
I really don't want to embarrass myself.
You look like you rap Gangster Paradise.
I do.
I can tell.
And Eminem.
Yeah.
She does. When
She-
we go
yeah.
out fishing.
Oh, I
yeah,
can't wait.
She does,
I do.
Yeah,
for
we got a
sure.
great sound system at this show, and she's
Yeah,
going to be like, lose yourself in the music.
What band? Me?
Yeah. Come on. No rap?
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
we'll go
no
back
rap,
fishing.
no.
So let's get back to social media. So we were already complimenting. We were talking about how you didn't want to make a fishing page necessarily. You just wanted to be yourself. Diana focuses really on like keeping a lot of your stuff private in your personal life and focus on fishing. Everyone has their own way of doing it. Mark posts once a year. You know, 'cause everybody has a way of doing it. So
I share.
Sean does it.
Mark's always traveling, I feel.
Yeah, Sean doesn't
Oh,
text.
yeah,
He just
like to go
calls,
away.
right? So, and you don't have to answer this because this might be offside. Do you ever have any problems on social media? Like, guys, not with mustaches,
I was gonna
just
ask.
creeper. No, and I mean this because I want to bring this to attention because I don't think it's a male-dominated industry.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great guys in it. That's not what we're getting at. But you definitely, like every industry, are gonna.
Oh,
have
there's a
some
lot of
issues.
douchebags.
Yeah.
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 And I want to know, do you guys have any problems ever? If you want to share, you don't
go
have
first.
to.
Well, I'm just new to the game for like a public profile, but I had a few followers before, but they were fine. But now that I've opened it up, yeah, I do have like a few. I feel like they're more like scam requests, like, oh, like be my sugar mama for the week. You don't have to send me photos, but I'll send you $4,000 to just talk to me.
Really?
Like more like that, like the scams, which like was getting annoying.
I don't.
That's
get
how we
offers
shot.
like that,
That's
yeah.
how we met. Best $4,000 I ever spent.
Yeah. I want a new boat, so I'm actually considering talking to one of these guys for the $4,000 for the boat. But no, I'm just.
Hey, that'll
kidding.
buy you live scope.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah, you know what? That's not a bad deal.
No.
$4,000.
No, but no, it's been pretty respectful for the most part. Just
Yeah.
the scammers is the most annoying part, or the half-naked women
Yeah.
follow. Or
Yeah.
but otherwise, it's been pretty good.
Ask me.
I just asked.
You know what? I don't get any creeps. Like, I don't know if I'm doing something wrong or maybe not showing enough skin or something, but
No
I don't
comments or anything on yours?
I mean, nothing that's not like just flattering or compliments. You know?
And the reason why I'm bringing this
Nothing
up
that's
is
offensive.
No,
You have tough skin.
no.
Yeah.
you both do an amazing job at representing your sponsors in the most like classiest professional way possible.
Well, yeah.
Thank you,
Because I don't like. Oh, that was a bad word because everyone's gonna make
Say it.
Sex sells.
Everyone's like,
Sure.
I don't like girls in bikinis. No, obviously. But get my point is that there's so many, like, especially in the States, these fisher women, and that's it. It's just bikini shot, salt, and it's like, look,
that's
you're on a
bullshit.
guided boat all the time.
Yeah.
You can't catch anything
I'm
yourself.
calling it what
No,
it is.
yeah.
It's bullshit.
And you're on a guided boat, saltwater fishing or and it's like, seriously, like, look, no one stands out in a bass boat and fishes a tournament in a bikini.
No.
They just don't, right?
Wow.
And
No.
and well,
Would you?
You mean have I?
Would you?
so what I'm saying is,
Little
is that,
speedo.
Maybe.
but like, and I'm coming at it from a different angle now because I got a daughter, right?
Yeah.
And if I wanted my daughter in the fishing, I'd be able to say, you can go follow Diana's page. You can follow Mary's page. Look up to them, right? And you girls do a very good job.
No, for sure. I think we're definitely conscious of it. But obviously, we are in bathing suits at some point because it's the summertime. We're not.
No, you're allowed to be. That's
like
different.
We're
Yeah.
turtlenecks.
Yeah.
I feel like we're not flaunting anything. Like I remember last time we were on the St. Lawrence and it was like 32 degrees, and I was like, "Oh, like let me take a photo." I'm like straight arm bass, like hiding behind the fish,
Yeah.
like you know.
No,
And
that's
it's still
not what I'm
uncomfortable.
saying. There's nothing
No,
wrong.
for
Yeah.
sure. But like, I don't want to feel like I'm selling.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
Yeah.
But for guys, like that one photo, you're not every single one.
Yes,
That's
of course.
classy
There's
photo.
going to be one where
Right?
it's like a sunny, hot day. Like I'm going to be in a
Right.
bathing suit for sure. But like, yeah, my whole profile grid isn't me in a
Right.
bikini.
See, this is why we have no views, guys.
Well,
Why?
Look.
we don't wear bathing suits.
Well, me and Mark, though, we got big news.
Yeah, we do. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
We're working on
I'll
it.
post a picture of mine. Here's my Bowflex in the box still.
Oh, you guys are.
Yeah.
I bought it 6 months ago. I've been looking at it. I'm like, I'm going to build that one day.
You know, I bought mine like maybe a month ago.
What?
We've been getting after it.
You're looking
You guys are
skinny.
gonna start working out?
Show me your
I've already
muscles.
started. You want to see this?
Yeah.
Watch this.
Not bad for a 65-year-old. I lost my muscles. Buddy,
muscles.
mine, I'm a pure corn-fed farm boy. I just lift hay bales. I don't need to lift Bowflex.
You know what? I'm eating a lot better.
I wrestled
Cut
the cow,
sugar out,
wrestled the
cut
bull.
sugar out, cut a lot of carbs out,
Oh shit.
and yeah, I've lost like a ton of belly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was fit before show season.
I got new glasses too. Nobody's ever commented on that. I don't even know why I bother.
I did it, but usually you're wearing 2 sets of glasses, one on your hat, one on your head.
Yeah, I don't have to do that anymore. I got prescription
So-
glasses.
so
I'm
like-
also throw in the lake.
We got 3 months to get 6-packs, and we'll be rocking and rolling on our Instagram
Oh
too.
yeah, bikini season's coming.
I only have to get over like 5,400 followers, and I'm ahead of the game.
Yeah.
Don't I have
Who's
more than
killing
that
it?
now? No, I don't. You know what? Like, I don't know. I don't post a lot.
She's
It's a-
definitely
it's a
very
full-time
humble.
job.
She's very humble.
It's a full-time job now. With the
I'm the humble
algorithms, it's
fisherman.
insane.
Yes,
Yeah.
you are. You definitely very.
I don't know if you noticed that, but on my bio it says humble fisherman.
Speaking of your bio, Diana Danger.
Yeah, you like that?
Is that your real name?
You know, but
Just
they-
lie to us. Is it your real name?
Yeah, it is. This is my real
That's the
name.
best stage name ever.
My parents were awesome. Yeah.
I think it's a
Yeah.
badass name. Diana Danger.
Yeah, it's a
Where'd it
good
come?
handle.
Where'd it come from? Can you tell us?
I made it up. I'm just.
Really good at
I'm
naming
just.
stuff.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
What else did I name that was really good?
Your license plate.
Oh, my
boat?
license plate, my boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
License plate, her boat, and her name is impressive.
We can't
What's-
say. we
what's
can't
your
say my-
license plate?
No, we
No.
can't say it because I didn't
Can't
get.
say it.
I
It's
haven't
too-
gotten it
it's
yet.
too good to
It's
ruin
too
it
good,
for her.
though.
Okay. All right.
When she does it, you'll send us a picture of the post, right?
Yeah, it combines my day job with my
Should have
hobby.
even said that
Why?
because
Nobody will get it.
I don't know. It's a
Nobody
pretty
even
good
knows
one.
what I do.
It's a good one.
I'm such a secretive person.
It's a good one. It's really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So MC gay, you excited?
Yeah, I'm super stoked. And after doing this, I feel like I'm ready to rock. So
Yeah, a little bit more comfortable
Yeah.
and
Well, you saw me at the show. Like I'm running like on adrenaline. It's like I'm on cocaine or something, right? Oh,
we get yours. Hey, you Kyle? Yep. Sorry, Matt.
oh yeah. I introduced myself.
I'm talking to Craig from like Lou's and Scotty and Comes up, hey, are you Kyle? I'm like, yeah, who are you? I'm Mary's friend.
I did say that.
Is that who you know, right?
Yeah, it's all about who you know. No, it was awesome. We had a good chat. I know each other. And then I was like right there. I'm like, that's the MC. It literally took us like 2 minutes to figure out. I'm like, that's who we need.
That's awesome.
Just from that 2-minute conversation.
Yeah.
You didn't have that mustache at the show.
No.
No, I would have been too
She
scared.
was running away.
There's a lot of guys that have mustaches in the fishing industry right now.
Shaw
Who's Shaw?
Grimsby.
Oh, yeah.
Grimsby.
Probably the most famous
Yeah.
mustache in fishing.
Yeah.
No idea. Should I know him?
Yeah. Old school.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Old school guy.
You
don't
guys
know
want
Shaw
me to leave?
Grimsby?
You want me to leave it for the show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think I should?
Yeah.
You wait till you see my suit jacket.
I think he was
Can you put some wax in it?
Even more
Like,
character.
maybe wax it a little bit.
Are you girls going to dress up for the social?
Is it a costume
What do you mean
party?
dress up?
Yeah. dress
Yes,
nice.
it is. Yes,
We-
it
What?
is.
Is it a costume party?
That's your best, your favorite Teletubby.
Yeah.
What Mark and I have always done, whenever we went out for a social, like the party night of the trade show.
Every Saturday that there's a fishing show or anything like that, and there's a party that night, we always
Wear our suit jackets.
sport jackets.
Yeah, we look good.
Oh, like dress up nicely.
Yeah,
So-
we look good, yeah.
The plan
They're
is
like punking us. We show up as Teletubbies for real.
bunch of pirates.
Like shimmying through the door.
like,
that was a good one.
my vision is like one day, like it's like a gala, like it's a big deal to go to the CANCAST Awards.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's a vision. I'm gonna put it out there so nobody steals it. And
So
one day
just-
it's gonna be like a
sorry.
red carpet event.
Right.
And like it's badass to walk down that red carpet at the CANCAST social,
Right.
get your picture taken by our photographer.
Right.
We'll get someone else that night because you'll want to enjoy it. I get it.
Yeah.
And I think it'll be wicked. And we'll give away Prostaff of the Year for each brand.
Right.
Like the whole point about this was never to compete, but to bring the whole fishing industry together.
Right.
And that's why we talk about so many other brands and stuff, because that's what this was all about. It's like we're having the biggest party in fishing. I'd be upset if my competitor isn't coming.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
There's so many good podcasts starting up, and I want them all at the show. And you know, a couple of them have messaged me and say like we inspired them to do it, and some of them are doing a bang up job. Amazing, right? And like Average Ontario Anglers, they're on like episode 2 now. Awesome,
Nice.
Different podcasts in our field, a lot of technique stuff, small craft angling. Those guys doing a great job.
Right.
Give them a listen. And that's what I was saying. Like I'd be upset if all these guys weren't there.
Right.
You know, I went on a couple of these things the last few weeks to another, and I had a blast talking to these guys. And I want everybody there. Like this needs to be the biggest event in fishing. And if you're a fishing company, which we have a huge waiting list that we can't fit, right? I still want you guys to come to the show though and check it out. Come to the social. If you're on the vendor waiting list, you can't get a spot, come to the social. Have a good time. Talk to us. Meet us, you know? And that's what we want. We want everybody there. And one day, that is the dream that we will give awards away at that social for the year.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you're asking if we're going to dress up for the social?
Yeah.
Yeah. We got off track. Red carpet.
Red
You know
carpet.
what?
Dress nice.
I'm getting a red carpet now this year.
You
Do you
gotta.
need, you need to
Let's
dress
start
up
the
nicely?
red carpet. Let's start the red carpet
Pardon me?
this
Like
year.
dress up nicely?
Let's start
Well,
red carpet.
just
We already got the
nice,
backdrop.
not- Yeah.
Don't we look nice now?
Start red carpet.
Semi-casual, you know what I mean? Like,
Okay. Got it.
I'm down for any reason to dress up, to be quite honest.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I
like it
I
too.
love it.
Where can we get
Remember,
a red carpet?
I was the only one last year that had the jacket, and everybody's going, is this your show? Remember that? It was my show because not last year you didn't.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
I wear it every year.
I think it was just you wore it at Andy's at Spring Fishing Boat Show.
Yeah.
But I think only he had it on at CANCAST.
Yeah.
Oh, you might be right. I
Oh,
might have
I'm
been
definitely
rocking
right.
that night.
Yeah.
Yeah. You only had it on at the Peterborough Show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna change that.
Trendsetter.
Trendsetter.
I started.
Yeah. I hope mine's ready in time, because if not, I'm gonna be in trouble.
What, you got a gold jacket or green jacket?
Oh, you'll see.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It's a jacket with all these fish on it.
Ruin everything.
Actually, it's an envelope full of fabric right now.
Yeah. No, it's gonna be good. So, thing is, we haven't even touched it in the show enough. We haven't touched. We're gonna have to bring you girls back, I feel, because we're not even getting close to dissecting like into what it's like to be a fisherman.
Yes. I do want to say one thing, though, for
Yeah.
the CanCast show, because we are doing a women's show, and there are 2 vendors there that are women that I'm excited to visit their tables.
Go ahead.
So there's Cold Front Tackle coming, Sheer Dawson.
Yep.
And she makes her own meat rigs for salmon and her own trolling tackle, and she's amazing. And just
Yep.
talk to her all the time on Instagram. Just, yeah.
Yeah, we have We have a ton, and there's also
TNT Lures. So
TNT.
she's a Tia and Ty, so they make their own spoons, and it will actually be their 1-year anniversary at the show. So they're gonna have amazing sales and stuff. Yeah, haven't got their spoons yet, but we're gonna visit their table and pick some up for sure. So excited to meet them for sure.
That's awesome, and this is such a. What's awesome is so many companies. This is their first show, and there's tons of good like women ran companies coming to this. Obviously, we have the Ontario Women Anglers ran by Yvonne.
Right. Yeah.
What a great organization. If you're any woman that wants to get into fishing, you need to go talk to them. There's so many. There's like Fin Addicts, like Jen and her husband. They've been huge supporters doing stuff. I mean, I'm missing. There's so many great women in the sport.
For sure.
Robro and all sorts of. I'm dealing with lots of great people putting this together, and a lot of these companies are ran by women. So I just think the biggest issue you're going to have at this show is where to start.
Yep.
Right, and we talked about it before, but we're going to talk about it again. Where do you start? And like, will you have enough time? Because like, there's a strategy to it. Because like, one side of me is like, you got to run around quick and see. But then you got to go back. You want to talk to people. Like,
it all depends
like these
on
people.
what you want, what you're looking for.
Yeah, I think you need to pick and choose what you want and run to that table, basically.
Right.
Yeah,
and the dealers and the people, even the guys to the personal tables, they're going to have to post.
100%.
Post their deals. Post that they're going.
I'm
going to
be walking around making
Post
sure
what they
everybody
have.
knows what the deals are.
Right.
Yeah.
And ahead of time though, because the vendors, there's been so many awesome vendors that have posted they're coming. There's other vendors that haven't even said a word yet. And we know what? We've sent you guys a vendor pack. Like we want your help. Help us do this. Help us, get people. Let them know what you're selling so that our followers have a reason to go to your table over someone else's table.
Right.
Promote yourselves. And that's what some of these vendors do struggle with. And there's some of them that are so awesome at it.
Right.
And I encourage them, promote yourselves. We'll reshare it. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it on this show, right? And there's so many of like just awesome things like that and awesome companies. But I think, and this is the other thing I want to touch on, I've had a lot of vendors say, hey, I want to be on the ice pad. I want to be in the nice building. There's no building A and no building B here.
No.
Is there a tackle? There's a tackle swap portion in the Memorial Building, 100%. But there's also 78 amazing vendors in the Memorial Building with full setups that are huge companies like Suzuki Outboards, Suzuki Canada, Cycle Savage is coming. There's tons of huge brands out there, huge brands. Fogue Marine is out there, biggest kayak dealer in Canada, probably. With all the top stuff for all you guys that are into that. There's no good or bad building. There's
So
no
to
building
get
A,
to
there's no
the
building
Memorial
B.
Building,
You're gonna-
you have to go through the Memorial Building.
Correct. You go through Memorial Center into the outside section, walk past my new Skeeter, and you go into the Memorial Building. Yeah, it happened.
Did it?
Did it?
Yeah, showed up today. at the building. Yeah.
And what'd
Yeah.
you get? What'd you get? Let's hear it.
I got a Skeeter WX 1910.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, 200 Yamaha on the back, 9.9
Sweet.
kicker. Thank you to the Power Garage. Amazing guys that made that happen.
Sweet.
It's for sale in the fall. Seriously.
All right.
And we're going to be doing some trolling, boys.
Full Garmin's?
It's going to have Garmin's from front to back.
Force?
Have a Force on the front, 57 Force. Going to have Geiger Tech at Borka mounts. It's going to have some Scotties throwing in some riggers our
Gonna have a
way.
YOLO tech stick.
YOLO tech stick on the back, filming all the action for our social media because we're going to be ripped by them because of our Bowflexes.
Yeah, we are.
Right? We're going to be like holding up fish and like flexing at the same time.
Speedos.
Yeah, exactly. Speedos and all
Minus
that.
one
So,
of your Speedos still.
you rip past the Skeeter. You
I'm
rip
gonna
past
use your razor.
Ontario Crime. Yeah. Ontario Crime Stoppers is coming, and they're raffling off this year 2 Suzuki ATVs. So
Oh, nice.
Wow.
that's gonna be at the show.
Wow.
Yeah.
And like that's part of their year draw, but they're gonna be there. They did a car last year, if you
Yep.
remember.
Yep.
And then go right past the Suzuki trailer into the Memorial Building. There'll be some other stuff in this outside section. And then in there, it'll be Tackle Swap and all the other great vendors, as well as our door prize. The big door prize is going to be there of our team. The CanCast merch booth is going to be there with the door prize. We'll have hats available, shirts. Would mean the world to us if you guys picked one up and supported us. That helps this podcast and stuff. So
Okay, so here's another question. If I'm going to a show, I like a map. I want to know where everybody is.
we are going to post a map. It will not be up until the week before the show. for a few different reasons, which I won't get into, but you will have a chance to see a map before the show.
That's a really good idea.
Are there going to be printed maps out at the door?
There'll be a few printed maps at the door, but I recommend you screenshot it and put it on your phone too.
All right, so I get hungry during the day. Is there going to be food, bud?
Yes, there's going to be food. All the concession stands will be open at the Memorial Center.
Nice.
Yeah, lots of food. And lots of stuff happening. It's. I'm trying to tell people, like, they're all pumped on last year's show. This is a whole different level.
We
have an MC and a photographer.
And I'm so freaking excited.
I'm sort of pissed though.
Why? You're always upset at me.
I'm pissed because I'm working.
Listen,
we're all working.
Listen,
I love shows.
Listen.
I love trade shows, but like I would really like to just go to this one.
Walk around.
So last
I
year,
would love to go to this one.
Yeah.
last year it went smooth. It really did. Besides,
did,
right?
yep.
And if I'm having a good show, if everything's going smooth, it means we're not putting out fires, and we're walking around talking to vendors. And we did do a lot of that last year.
Yeah, we did.
The
that,
biggest
but
problem we
it's not
had
like-
was with the
You're
lineup.
not the first guy there. You know what I mean? Like I like the deals.
I'm going to say
I like
this
to
on
get
the air.
after it.
You're Sean McCall. You don't need the deals.
I'm going to say this on the air. Though,
Got your
because
money, I'd burn mine.
The biggest problem we had last year was vendors letting people in the back doors.
Yes, I got stuck at
Listen.
the back door just because of that reason. People letting people in.
I will
Don't
not
let anybody in the back.
I will not tolerate that this year. Seriously. I have Sean McCall. We'll pack you up. That's the only time I'm going to be mean to a vendor.
And Bowflex
That's
Mark.
it.
Yeah,
That is your new nickname, Bowflex Mark. So I will stick Bowflex Mark on you, and we will not tolerate it. It's just, it's not cool to everybody. It's not cool to the staff working the doors. It's not cool to us. It's not cool to anybody.
It's not cool to everybody that paid
Paid to get
that
in.
Yeah.
waited.
Yeah.
And,
It's $10 a ticket.
maybe-
Get your ticket early.
Yeah, yeah.
Get in $1,000 a day.
No brainer.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
brainer.
All right, Daiwa Q&A session. You guys ready? We always put the guest in the hot seat. These ones are easy, though.
Yeah.
I should make them harder. You guys can kick in of a question.
Yeah,
anytime,
we will.
okay? All right, favorite species. You're both multi-species anglers. Which CANCAST is a multi-species show. I need to make sure everyone understands this. There's stuff for everybody. What's your favorite species to catch or chase if you don't catch them?
This one's so tough.
I'll go first.
Yeah. Go ahead.
What was the question? Favorite species to catch?
Favorite fish to chase.
Okay,
Catch.
obviously it's got to be steelhead rainbow trout.
Yeah, you're in the...
Migrating fish. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Have you never done it?
Oh, yeah, I've done steelhead.
Have you done salmon fishing or steelheading?
I've done steelheading.
But like for real?
I just don't like fishing in the river, guys, people.
Yeah.
You know what?
Colder.
Don't even get me. Like, we owned a portion of the Wilmot Creek. It was
Mm-hmm.
non-navigable waters. We owned both sides of the property. All I did was, it got so bad, my mom had to move, arguing with fishermen all day.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
I've never had a good experience on the river. I can't believe how awful half those guys are to each other. You know what I mean?
I've
There's-
never had a bad experience like that on the
and
river, man.
yeah, so I got to be the guy that just does it during like the week when nobody's there, and I'd probably have a better experience. But like, I did the river thing, and I'm like,
Yeah, I don't
nah.
do the weekend.
Yeah, I don't do the opening
No.
day.
I got better things to do, like turkey hunt, than
Yeah.
sit
Agreed.
there and argue with people. And the worst is like, hey, sir, like you're trespassing. Do you mind just like moving down? No, I'm not. Like, yeah, you are. And like, you have no idea how many times the M&R and the cops have arrested people for my mom, and like guys threatening to kill her. Like, also, it was insane. She had to move. It was insane. Yeah, so I just, not saying everyone's like that, but I've just never had a good experience doing it.
Well, being a chick, that's one of the advantages, eh? Is
Yeah.
that I can pretty much.
Squish in here.
Yeah. They let me. I don't like fishing shoulder to shoulder. Like I'll go to an. I find after opener when the river's open, I can find some good water.
Do you feel like when you're fishing shoulder to shoulder, though, like there's no skill in it? You're just like, everyone's just, like,
I really
dropping-
hate it, to be
Yeah.
honest, and that's one of the reasons I don't really fish anymore. I just fish during opener and after,
Yeah.
basically, just for a few weeks. And that's
So you're not out there now.
I used to be out in the rain and when it would be so cold, I would wait for just a little section of river to be open, and I'd be standing there in between the ice, just drifting, catching fish. There are no anglers, there's no fishermen fishing during when it's cold like that. I'll
Yeah.
tell you. But I used to do a lot of stupid shit for fishing.
Yeah, my little brother is hardcore at it, or he was.
Yeah.
Krista Tosco spent 5 hours the other day breaking ice so he could fish in the
Yeah.
river.
He goes every
Wow.
day. He goes every day.
The Polish Prince is a dedicated
He's,
person.
Yeah.
He's smashing them too. He got a giant today too.
Frig, man, I want to get out there so
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Mary, yours?
So tough. I would usually say bass, but now we've gotten into trolling lately, and we started chasing salmon on our own after going on a charter.
Yep.
Sparked our interest. So I would still go back to the walleye. The
Walleye? Yeah.
Troll though, yeah.
Do you guys eat a lot of stuff you catch, like eater size? You do fish
Not
fries?
out of Lake Ontario.
No.
What did you say about the walleye in Lake Ontario? They just taste different.
Yeah, they taste muddy.
Really?
Yeah.
You guys find that or what?
I don't think I've ever
I think the
eaten one out
smaller
of-
2-pounders are okay, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't eat a giant.
I let
We
everything go.
we fish north a lot, like French River, Temagami, so
Yeah.
we can
Yeah,
taste the
different.
difference
Yeah, yeah.
between the two. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I
they
know.
definitely go back.
I
But
don't keep any fish.
No.
No.
we do camping.
One or
so
twice a year.
That's dinner.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I don't really like fish. So
Yeah.
But you love sushi.
yeah, well,
That's different,
yeah.
though.
Who doesn't love
I love sushi.
We
Salmon?
love- we
yeah,
love
I love
sushi.
sushi.
That's
Salmon,
what we should
cooked
have done
salmon.
last night.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
Cooked salmon is terrible, but I could eat it raw.
Oh,
Same.
Yeah, I agree.
Cooked salmon's terrible.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cooked salmon's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if it's like maple glaze, but I'll invite you guys over. I'll
Yeah,
cook you some
tuna. I
salmon.
love raw tuna.
But-
Yeah, the sashimi.
I'll bring some
Yeah,
back
yeah.
from.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
All right.
Did you guys hear about the walleye chowder that I made on
No.
Lake Nipissing?
No.
No.
Have you ever had walleye chowder?
No. Are you gonna make it for us?
I have it.
I know.
You know what?
Benny,
Was this after
Benny
a long-
cooks
Yes,
them.
yes. That's
Yeah.
where I got the inspiration
Oh,
from.
yeah?
Yes. I tried it and
You
I was
don't
like,
hear Benny inspiring too many people. That's amazing.
Yeah, he was at he was at that ice fishing show. You were talking about Chef Benny.
Yeah, Chef
Benny.
Benny. Yeah,
Yeah.
Good guy.
Yeah, so that's where I got it from. And then we were on Nipissing, the only time I went ice fishing this year, and we caught some. It's hard to catch a slot size walleye on Nipissing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know
It's
that.
Very
right?
small
Right.
slot
Yeah.
size.
For sure.
And then I just made the most amazing walleye chowder.
Would you do it again? Yeah.
Absolutely, I just have to go out and catch some fish.
See, we
Now,
should,
could you not do it with perch too? Could you not make
Oh,
perch
of
chowder
course,
or
yeah,
crappie chowder?
for sure. I haven't been fishing at all this winter, and I'm telling you, I used to go every week. Like maybe not on the weekends because my job's a little weird, but I used to go once a week steady, and I haven't been at all this year.
Yeah, it's definitely weird.
I had a bad year for
The
Right.
ice,
fishing.
the ice has been brutal.
Yeah.
It's been good for at least a month now, though. I have no excuses.
and it's lingering on. Like even up north, there's still good ice.
Yeah.
Right. So, all right. Best or favorite angler in Canada? Fisherman.
Mary,
Oh.
for me.
I thought you just wanted me to answer first.
Yeah. Say Brad. Say Brad.
Oh, that's so nice.
This is a love story. Aw, look at them.
I was gonna say that's for
Look.
Mark Hunter right there.
Look at them. All right. Mary, yours? You better say Diana now.
So sorry.
Okay. Who's your
No.
second favorite
No,
fisherman in Canada? Both of you.
I don't know. I feel like Cooper Gallant is
You're a Cooper fan?
just like he's been
Freaking
very
guy.
inspiring lately. Watching like his the series,
The Chase.
the chase. Yeah,
He's
yeah.
a YOLO Tech guy.
Yeah,
We're gonna
Just,
announce
like,
that this
where
week.
his-
Early drop.
Yeah, his story came from.
Cooper's work ethic is second to none.
Yeah, it's just
and
like
that's-
yeah,
that's
he's a
the key
small
to his
town guy.
success.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course, like the Johnson brothers are great. And,
Yeah.
Jeff Gustafson, but yeah, I just feel like he's young and still has so much ahead for sure.
Yeah.
That's what I always say. Cooper is the definition of getting after it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
You guys ever heard of a guy named Jamie Bruce?
Yeah.
Yep.
I know Jamie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been talking to him a little bit lately.
Oh, really?
I like Jamie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he
good.
does some
He's
good
good.
stuff. He's got some cool content.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah,
Good
good.
dude. Yeah. I actually like to have him on the show sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I come back for that one?
Yeah, if we get him down in the area.
yeah, he's not from-
No, we
not
can
even
have him
close.
call in though. But
Okay.
it'd be awesome if he was down in the area.
He fished the opens, right?
Yeah, and he does a ton of great content.
Yep.
Yeah,
and
he's
he'd be
really
a wicked guy to have here in person. Yeah, be awesome. So maybe we can set that up when we ever get him down here.
I have a feeling he's
tough
going to be.
question. Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
I think he's been listening to this too, so he'll
Yeah.
probably check in this episode.
Hey, Jamie.
So, okay, what booth at CanCast are you most excited to go to who's not one of your sponsors? Did the MC look at the vendor list?
I'm just going to wing it.
Yeah. Oh, wait. We'll let you know if they're there.
Actually,
That's a good question. You do you have any?
well, I feel like I answered it before.
those-
Cold front tackle
Yeah.
and TNT lures, and
They're both so nice.
yeah, you definitely have to check them out.
Yeah,
And
when Cher
just-
called me, she was so nice and polite. I'm like, I have to get you in
Yeah.
somehow because you were like, she was awesome.
Yeah.
And
We
Tia's
chatted,
been
yeah.
fantastic on talk to, and like
Yeah.
they're great people. I've never met them yet, but I'm going to. and
Yeah, I'm
pumped
excited
for
to meet them. And,
Yep.
and I talked to Cher a bit about this podcast, and she's like, just like, encouraging me to do it. So it's just so
Yeah.
nice to have like women supporting women
Yeah.
in the sport as
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
and like pushing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I did want to come here, but like it's just definitely like not my jam. And like
Yeah.
Diana like pushed me, Kyle forced me. But
Yeah, we finally she just kept like bailing out and finally like, wait, like, you know what, we're doing this and like
I'm
you
pretty
don't
sure.
have
Yeah, I bailed
Yeah.
Saturday morning, like 2 days ago. But yeah.
See,
No.
so you fish a lot with your husband.
Yes.
So how's that dynamic?
We
Does it work well for you two?
Yeah.
Yeah?
So we actually work together as well. Like we both work from home, work from the same company.
Crazy.
So we definitely spend a lot of time together. I think because we like each other, but
Brad's a beauty. You'll meet him. He's a good
yeah,
guy.
he's very easygoing.
Very easygoing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very funny. So we just have fun.
Yeah.
Like that's most important. Fun. Yeah.
See, I love women who fish. I've got a fiance, and I don't think that it would work so well if I took her fishing every time I went, because she has a lot of words and like a lot of words and
A lot of
Yeah.
words.
yeah,
Oh no.
yeah. And she like she enjoys fishing. It's not really her thing. Like
Yeah.
when she gets a fish on, everybody on the lake knows she has a fish.
Oh yeah.
Right? She gets that excited,
Yeah.
and I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. But like when I get up at 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the morning to go fishing, she's like, "You do you."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure she enjoys the time alone as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, I feel like Brad Thorn is your wife. Like he has a lot of words, and just like sometimes,
Yeah?
like yeah.
Really?
Like the 5 o'clock,
Bradley.
wake up. Like okay, we're gonna like do this. We're gonna start here and control this way. And I'm like, listen, like let's just get to the launch, bud. Like
Right.
I'm
Get me a
kinda-
coffee.
Yeah, I'm nursing a hangover. Like I'm not the late to the launch. He's the ready to go person. So
Right.
But we mix well.
And you fish alone primarily?
Yeah, well, I used to fish alone until I met these girls. So yeah, but
Yeah, you guys have a cool little like group of like
We're best friends,
Yeah, that
yeah.
all fit. And like, remember when I talked
Best.
about like a few episodes ago, the girls are so much better at making quality content on social media than the guys.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
not even from like a sexist standpoint, just like
Yeah.
they post better pictures, they post better content. That's that group of girls. So like, give them some shout outs.
Yeah, let's hear them.
Yeah.
okay, well, we're missing today Lisa, who is at Lady Canadian on Instagram. She's also a photographer, an excellent photographer, and she's our best friend. And then there is, you could take the next one.
No, you go. Yeah.
Keep
ahead.
going.
Yeah.
The next one is Shannon Lane, who is at Slane on _ the water. And we met, like we used to talk on Instagram, and then one day we met up to go ice fishing, which is another reason I love ice fishing because it's so social, right?
Yeah.
You can just meet up, and it's not like when you're on a boat. I don't like having anybody on my boat, but Mary's okay.
I'm the same. I love being on my boat by myself.
Yeah, so do
Seriously.
I.
It's the best thing ever.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So yeah, we met up to go ice fishing, and we've like honestly we've just been best friends ever since. And now we hang out more often not fishing than anything. Like we're going out for sushi dinners. We go to the mall together. We're lucky to live close,
Yeah.
and we go to bars on Friday nights and get.
So there's the four of you then.
So
There's
they
four of
start,
us.
yeah. So they started off as best friends for a few years, and
Whatever. We just met Mary in the last year, but I
August.
feel like I've known her my whole life.
Yeah.
Wow.
In
Well,
August.
she's your favorite fisherman. So.
Absolutely. You see the fish that she catches?
Oh, I know. Hammer. All right. But you got off the hook there about what booth you were going to visit at CanCast.
oh yeah.
As the MC, I cannot have a favorite, right?
That's a good answer. That's a good answer.
That's a good answer.
All right.
Well, do you guys have a favorite booth you want to visit?
As the show
Where do you-
promoters, we cannot answer.
Yeah.
I have a
I
lot.
will
What are you
tell
guys
you
gonna-
something on that tackle swap side. I want to go see Tony Gallucci.
Tony
All that-
Gallucci.
So Tony
All that stuff
Gallucci,
that
Tony
he
has a
wins.
booth too,
He has a booth too, so
and he has a table.
So this guy is probably the luckiest man on earth.
On the planet.
He wins everything.
Oh,
so
yeah.
all that stuff that he's been winning on the waffles and
Yeah.
stuff, I guess, and that's what he's going to have.
He won the lottery 7 times.
Yeah.
It's insane. It's insane.
For
I don't
real,
understand.
eh?
Yeah, I don't know how he does it. He called me today.
The Gazoo.
Dad.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Kazoo. Yeah. All
Is
right.
he Italian?
Oh yeah.
You know I'm Italian, right?
I love Italians.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was I in trouble?
No, you just better watch what you say.
Is there going to be a fight?
all I said was I'm Kazoo. That's how he talks, right?
Yeah,
Like
he calls himself
in,
Kazoo.
in third person.
All the time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should.
Easy over there. Just coming across the table. Just like hide myself here. Turn the yellow tech on. All right.
Bowflex has got you, don't worry.
10 or fiberglass boat.
We both have tin boats.
She called it a tin boat.
You did.
Yeah, she did.
I'm just trying to humor you.
Yeah.
Not be.
All right. So, why do you like aluminum boat over fiberglass for you guys?
It's not that we don't like fiberglass, but we camp a lot, so we'll go like just literally like drop a pen on the map, and just like, okay, we're going here. Like a couple years ago, we went to Kippawa in Quebec, and so we'll go just post up on a rock and camp for 5 days, or Temagami, and we'll park on a rock for 5 days, or French River. So the fiberglass boat sitting on the rock won't be too nice, so I'll have to say aluminum.
There you go.
But we're getting old, and we're starting to lodge it a little bit more, so.
So you want a skeeter?
So we might take your skeeter at the end of the year.
There you go.
It's a gorgeous boat. Thank you,
Well,
Power
I think,
Guy.
Sean, you're going to have a boat soon.
No, your boat's for sale.
For
Your boat's
sale,
for
for
sale.
sale.
CANCAST.
No.
We're
in the
getting
used
close to the
section.
date. I feel like the
He's
price is
having a kid.
dropping.
No way.
Why?
I'm
He's
having
having
a
a
baby
baby.
boy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so he doesn't need a boat
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
When you have kids, you don't need boats.
bye.
No, I'm
Bye.
having a baby
Benifer's
boy.
broken now.
Everywhere I go, he's coming on my back. Like, I'm not leaving anywhere without that kid. And he's going to have all my toys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be Prostaff of the year before you will.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
So, Diana. Sorry, I don't know why I called you Di. Sorry.
You can call me D.
D. You ever get that? Okay, so D.
Yeah.
If you had a dream boat, what is it?
God, that's tough. I want a white bass boat, 17, 18 foot. Do they make 17 foot bass boats?
Yeah, they do.
What, like skeeters?
I know where there's going to be a nice white nitro for sale. 18-foot nitro.
Oh, for real?
But I'm going to tell you something right now.
And it will be the
cleanest.
cleanest, lowest hour boat you will ever find. I'll tell you about it after.
Why does he have a baby boy?
No,
He's got a ring.
no, it's honestly, it's going to be an unbelievable boat.
Yeah?
I thought about it, yeah. It's just a little small for what I want.
Oh, that'd be perfect for me.
No.
I don't know if I would want a bass boat because I like to do like lots of different species,
Yeah.
like trolling. Oh my God, I love trolling.
Yeah, trolling
Camping,
gets
And
addicting.
camping, yeah.
I like trolling because of the social aspect of it too, right? You're out with a good group of guys, and you're like, yeah, this is all fish on, wicked.
Yeah,
you
you
know?
can fit a lot more people on a boat
Yeah.
trolling than casting.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
Yeah, but that's why you have two boats.
Yeah. So I've been told.
I
Yeah.
might.
Yeah.
It's true.
Cool.
Yeah.
You guys got any questions for wrap us up?
What is your bucket list? What is your dream fishing trip?
That's a good question. You got one ready? Or?
No, not really, actually.
Oh, I missed the question too.
I would love to go down to Florida and catch tarpon
Yes. Yeah.
on the fly.
Yeah.
On a fly.
Yes.
Atta girl.
Yes.
So I want to fly fish. Like that's my bucket list thing to learn this year. I'm fly fishing, right? And I always said I was always about maybe not buying a boat because I want to fish all over the world. I would use that money instead. I'd fish all over the world, right? Because I'm the kind of guy that wants to travel and do it. So I'm fly fishing because I want to go up to my camp where the trout are shallow and I want to learn to fly fish and all that stuff. But my next question is for you guys. Sorry, I think I cut you off.
Oh, that's okay.
Okay, I'm gonna keep going though, because I'm on a roll here. If you can only fish one style of fishing the rest of your life, fly fishing, float fishing, casting, trolling, what is it gonna be? You can only do one for the rest of your life.
Okay, I gotta say fly fishing. I don't know if you've
Yeah.
never fly fished and you
I know.
might not know, but have you guys ever fly fished
Yes.
before?
I've tried it. I am
Yeah.
not very good
I
at it.
mean, it's hard.
No.
Yeah.
Like you'll catch a lot less fish fly fishing, but it's a lot more fun, and it's a lot more rewarding when you catch the fish, and you can make your own flies and stuff. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Do you make your own bait?
not yet. No,
No?
I got too many hobbies.
I want to be that dude
know.
with all my free time in my basement, like seriously tying flies. And like I had this whole thing. I was like, got a desk, and I'm like gonna have.
Oh,
and then I'm like, yeah, Kyle, you're never home, and
Yeah.
you don't even fish when you do have time. So.
Right.
Yeah, that's like
changing.
a retirement thing or something.
Yeah.
If you have nothing else, like no other hobbies to
Yeah.
do. Oh, but anyways, yeah.
Yeah, there's some good fly fishing vendors coming. Another shout out to the Drift Outfitters in Toronto.
Oh yeah.
Badass store.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not gonna be at the show because they have another event that day, but he's awesome. Check him out. Yeah.
What about you, Mary?
I don't know.
What was your question again?
Favorite
bucket list.
If you're only gonna bucket list trip, which I cut you off, so you got two here. Bucket list trip, and then if you can only fish one like style or technique for the rest of your life.
Loaded questions here. Bucket list. I don't know. We've been talking about going to, I don't know, bucket list, but the Miramichi River for some striped bass.
Stripers
yeah.
would be
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should do that too.
Giants.
We should do that too. We can pull our boat out there so easily and do it. I think it's like May,
Sturgeon.
June.
Sturgeon's also on the list.
Sturgeon be
Right
cool.
on.
At some point.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's just so much to do.
And you want to get a 14-pound walleye?
15.
15. 15.
Come on.
I want to catch a 42-pound salmon too. Oh, yeah, I did. Snap. Okay.
You didn't catch it. You reeled it in.
That's what trolling.
Yeah.
Hey,
Trolling.
I used
right?
to.
Now, I caught it on a mooching rod and reel, though.
That's okay.
badass.
That's pretty awesome.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are wicked.
That's a lot of work.
That's like the center pin, okay? Have you ever used a center pin?
Yeah, it's like a center pin with a drag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sick.
But a center pin is awesome because your hand is like the drag, right? It's a lot more challenging and a lot more fun.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like hand lining
That's all I got.
through the ice.
Yeah. That's it. That's all I got for questions.
Maybe we got questions for you.
Yes. No one ever asked. Let's go. Let them rip. Let them rip.
What are you guys going to be doing at CANCAST? Like you said, you're working?
Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're basically gonna. We don't know yet.
The committee
Sure,
meeting.
We're the
You're the
social
bouncers?
committee.
Our
Yeah.
first job is show up.
Yeah.
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 First off,
time.
show up. No, in all honesty, it takes us a ton of work to get it together. The day of the show, we got to mark the booths out. So we got to lay the whole floor plan out of chalk on the floor. Vendors come in and start setting up. We got tons of stuff to go through. Basically, then we start helping vendors. We get the one building earlier than the other because there's another event. They got to move out of the other building.
Which one you get first?
The ice pad.
Okay.
So they're going to work all night, cover the ice, so we can come in first thing in the morning after the Peterborough Pete's game. And then we'll then chalk that out. Those vendors are going to be rolling. We'll go chalk out the next building. The fence section will be getting put up as we do the first building. Basically we're just helping people
we're
get
busy,
things
yeah.
going.
Yeah.
And you know what? Little problems always pop up, and we handle them.
We put them out. Yeah.
We put them out. But you know what? We do have a good system. It runs like a well-oiled machine, and most people, like, shout out to the vendors. A lot of them, like, they're doing their homework. They're calling, they're texting, they're whatever. The communication isn't good on our front too, and it only gets better as we get closer to the event. But
That's
everybody's dialed.
Yeah.
Everybody's ready to rock. It's going to be a good show. And I know, like, you guys are buying. Like, I'm serious, guys. Like, please support this because we want to keep doing it. And it's not like it's a huge wealth venture for us by any means. It's just like we want to have the biggest social in fishing with the best deals. And any person that went through that show last year, even when it was in Bowman, no one was ever disappointed.
No.
Ever. And all we got last year was unbelievable. The deals, like, handfuls. Guys are walking out with bags.
There were still people coming in at 10 to 3.
So I had to walk around last year and ask the vendors if they wanted to stay open for another half hour.
Wow.
So we had so many people kept coming in.
So what made you move it to Peterborough?
So we addressed that on, I think, a couple podcasts ago, maybe. But
sorry.
no, it's not. Basically, we couldn't find a venue to accommodate us that time
Like
of
that
year.
large?
That was big enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Peterborough, and everybody told me we'll never work in Peterborough. They're like, you'll never work in Peterborough.
There's still guys saying it'll never work.
I still have guys telling me the show's going to be a flop.
Yeah.
I still have guys saying that your show is going to be a flop. Like, you're wasting your time.
Yeah.
I'm like, no problem. You got a ticket? They're like, nope. I'm like, you should get one.
Everybody else
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. So, anyways, it's going to be good. And I'm allowed to be nervous and freak out because that's my job. I'm allowed.
It's our job to keep you in check.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
That's all right.
I get frustrated, but I should be. Just means I'm passionate about it.
Yeah.
And I wear my heart on my sleeve, and you'll know exactly where you stand with me. And I'm apologizing to any vendor already if I was short with you or a bit of a dink because I was maybe just having a bad day. So I apologize now.
Don't worry, I'll make up for all your shortcomings.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right?
Oh, you're going to be
That's
busy.
a good MC.
You both are going to be busy. No doubt about it. We're going to have a lot of fun with the MC gig. You're going to have a lot of fun taking pictures because you're going to capture just the moments, the lifestyle,
Yeah.
the awesome moments. There's going to be some impromptu flip-offs probably in the hallways.
Oh, man, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Right, we're gonna have a good time. So, you know what? I want to thank everybody that stepped up because the vendors have stepped up. Like I said, the waiting list is ridiculous, and they're getting exclusives for this show in its second year. That's crazy, right? And they saw a vision, and there's still a vision. There's a 5-year plan. You wait to see what we already have for 24 that we can't do for 23.
Right?
Yeah.
That we already got for 20. Like, it's literally a 5-year plan, and it's gonna be something.
Can only get better.
Exactly. And let's pray for good weather so everybody gets there safely. And I'm saying, buy your ticket online. You're doing yourself a favor. It helps us huge dramatically. Please buy your ticket online.
Yep.
So Cool. Well, I appreciate you girls coming on. We're gonna have to have you back because we got to get into. We'll have you guys back after some fishing stuff opens, and we can get some stories.
have us back. I had a lot of fun, and I feel like I didn't even get to say enough.
I know. I don't think. I apologize. It's tough to get stuff in an hour, and we're way over our time.
We're into 2 hours.
So you'll come back though.
Absolutely.
You'll come back, Mary.
I'll be here next Tuesday.
She's not kidding. Well, I don't know. We'll have to talk off the air with Woody. Maybe we do a live. Who knows? Right?
I love doing live.
Yeah.
Yeah. For some reason, that's kind of stupid because so much can go wrong. And
yeah.
But yeah, I like doing live.
Well, I appreciate you girls coming.
Yeah. Thanks for having us.
Any final thoughts, guys, before we wrap this up?
Buy your tickets. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
You'd be a fool not to.
Yeah.
You're on commission, aren't you?
No, I'm not. I just wanted everybody to have the opportunity to come see what's going to go on because it's going to be lights out epic.
$1,000
really
prize.
And even I'm getting people complaining about parking. Guys, the parking lot's insanely huge. There's a whole field and stuff too. There's a million side streets. It doesn't matter if you go to a concert, you got to park on this. Guys, you'll be there within a 2-minute walk. Mm-hmm. You'll be fine. So we can only do
Grow
so
up,
much.
Be a man.
That's where I'm at with people. I'm like, just seriously, man, get over it and walk 2 minutes. It's not going to kill you.
Yeah.
Right? And
It's good cardio.
There you go.
Both Sean, final thoughts?
Get a bag of candy, buy a van, grow a mustache.
What? YOLOtech.ca.
Next week it'll be with he'll have a goatee.
Right?
I
To
might.
complete the.
How you doing?
Just
Look,
the
dude,
chin strap. No
I
mustache.
literally, this mustache really brings out my eyes.
It brings out a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
My double chin, that's about it.
Brings out my nervousness when I need
Yeah.
to run.
Right? Right?
I'll let you shave it at the show.
Yeah.
There's a grand prize right there. Take it home in a little baggie.
Yeah.
We're going there.
Yeah.
Make some flies out of it.
Yeah. Ew, that's gross. Diane, any final thoughts? Any shout outs to any sponsors or anything?
I'm really excited, looking forward to the show. I'm really happy you asked me.
Yep.
I'm gonna have a lot of fun with it and hopefully do justice to the big show.
We're not worried. That's why we're paying you the big bucks.
Yeah.
You're good. You're good. Yeah, check's in the mail. So, yeah. Mary, any final
Forgot
thoughts?
postage.
Yeah.
No, just thanks for having me for sure. Definitely not my comfort zone. But I think it's important to push yourself to do things, take the boat, go on a podcast, and excited to hang out with my girls more and just push ourselves more and catch fish.
Bestie, you did awesome.
There you go. I love it. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Check it out on Spotify. Watch it on YouTube. Big thanks to Woody working all the magic there. Don't forget, join us on the social at One Eye Jack on April 1st, and we will see you all CANCAST April 2nd. Thank you.